go live. See if I'm going live yet. 1 2 1 2. I'm live, baby. I'm live. Come on. I'm live, baby. I'm back up in the building, huh? Been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a strong rock step to. Woo! 4 months for a brother. I'm back up in this piece. Woo! Feels good to be back up in this spot. I'll let you boy, Black Hot 5, baby. Black Hot 5. You know, just happened, man. What's this thing doing? Commercials on my shit. Woo! We up in this piece. It's been a minute. Want to hear from everybody tonight. Call-in number's going to be 505-715-6496. Want to hear from everybody. It's been a minute. Call in and talk your shit to the brother. Because it's all good. Woo! It's all good. Been a long time. What the hell is this? When they change the damn thing, I just this damn. That's a backdrop I even had. What is this thing doing, man? This damn TikTok does his own thing. It's crazy.
I got the blue fever, cold and thirsty, you can be up. You're like another fire-breathing creature, but it don't burn how it appears. It's true, you can make it melt, but don't you forget it. If the first thing you felt won't ever do to reverse, it's only because you ain't it. I can't every damn I go slave, tripping everywhere I'm always. I don't even care as long as you're right here, playing in my bed. I'm forget what everyone said.
No background, huh?
I couldn't care less as long as you're always your true leader.
They changed the whole damn background.
From Mr. Pleasure. If you're open, fire in the streets.
All right.
And I decide to go out swinging. And if you choose to be
back up in the building. It's been a minute, family.
Woo! Tell me where do we go from here?
Feeling in the air.
Dripping everywhere I'm always. I don't even care as long as you're
back up in this space again. Everybody. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but I'm back. Woo!
I'm burning. I'm letting it burn, letting it burn.
Can feel it in the air. Come on. Been a minute. It's been a minute, everybody. Woo! Beautiful in my Home for the women and they notice me. Now they wanna listen to us, try to see. Freaking you, yeah, freaking you. Come and talk to me, rush, baby, just like commodity. So pretty, girl, you belong in the little rusty, fam. But then I'm gonna step it back up in this place, huh? Say something you little rusty. We're gonna talk about this Israel American attack tonight. Is America finally getting what it deserves? Is America finally getting what it deserves? Shout out to everybody on TikTok. I see. I don't know, but they switched the background so much live. It's crazy. It's TikTok. Like I said, calling number's gonna be 505-715-6496. Baby girl is CrossFit. I'm about to buy that. That is on my chest like a t-shirt. And these ones right here ain't no hiccup. These ones right here gon' really make you. These times really gonna make you. I'm like, shut this time, it's wrong time. I didn't know we're gone. Cause this time I know there's more. Woo! Everybody get on up in this joint for a little bit, see what's going on. All right. Excuse the background of this TikTok. I had the background up there. As soon as I went live, it switched to this. Shit's crazy. How do you switch the damn background back? I even switched the background back on this thing. I haven't used TikTok in almost a damn year. Because every time I go on the TikTok, they take my account down. So I stopped using it. I stopped using it, so I'm taking my account down. So I stopped using the TikTok thing. I forgot to use it. How do I switch my damn shit back? Magic City, my crib is nice. I wipe it out home tonight, repent on the I see you old, looking like some old. I'm in the Sachi mansion with some Gucci gold slippers. I got my boy on my mind as if she a gold digger. That's bad, that's my chip for my antics. Might take up the bad dish, my boy like a service. Shout out to everybody on the radio. I know y'all surprised to hear me on the radio station tonight. But I'm back. I'm back. Woo! Let's chop it up. You. We're gonna chop this thing up. What's going on, Michelle? You guys on another channel on YouTube? Okay, let's see. You won't catch me in no shark boots. Yeah, we're getting tonight. And she got away to their birthday to go out of town. Yeah, I talk a lot of shit. He like who you think you is. Nigga like the bitch. Nigga like the whole night. He got one up on me. I'm telling shit like $3. We everywhere again tonight, family. I ain't been everywhere in a minute, huh? Might tell you once, won't tell you twice. I'll tell them we be alright. See, I'm gon' tweet and I'm gon' fight facts. Yeah, they have a sweet as apple pie. Ain't got no heart, so hope they right. But bro say I can't even do it. Why? How? When? Where? Just let me know how you wanna play it, bitch, and I'm there. If it was smoke, then I would say it, bitch, I'm crystal clear. Let my penis that is measured like a demon mirror. When a real one holds you down, man, you supposed to drop. You ain't no so with no dollar, bitch, anybody get on up in here? That's everybody getting down. See everybody on YouTube. See everybody on Rumble. See everybody on TikTok. Woo! It's been a minute. Everybody on the radio. Everybody on BitChute. We riding out till we get everybody up in here. Woo! You got me on halfway. That mic difficult. When I leave the club, consider that nigga. When you mention me, don't get rich and fuck. Pussy stinking clean, but I got junk up in the trunk. When a real one hold you down, man, you supposed to jump. You ain't no for with no boss, bitch. I tell you out. You won't catch me in no shop boots. Shop hard to mouth. And she got away to their birthday to go out of town. Brokey. Yeah, I talk a lot of shit. He like who you think you is. Nigga like the bitch. Okay. Nigga like the whole night. He got one up on me. I'm telling shit like $3. Brokey. All right. Let me hit that there. Give me a second.
Black Code Fire Network. Media of the 21st
century.
All right. Media of the 21st century. Media of the 21st century. Media of the 21st century.
Media of the 21st century.
Media of the 21st century. As we dive into amazing conversations, get to discuss matters affecting African people, or the African history and the African identity.
Trying to bring a Pan-Africanism renaissance.
Relationships, life, politics, everything in between. But we get to host some of the most amazing shows, talking about the creative industry in the country and outside, studio interviews and covering events in the ground, where we play the best top 10 countdown in the country, and where we say nothing but the truth.
Do remember you can join us, download our app, which is on the Google Play Store, and also stream on www.blackheartfirenetwork.com. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms and win yourself some cash prize as you tune into amazing conversations.
The media of the 21st century. This is where everything happens. Right here, only on the Black Code Fire Network.
All right, fam. Let me get out of that. Let me get out of this. Booyah, I should be able to see me. And let's start this thing like this. Been a minute, huh? 1, 2, 1, 2. Woo! Here we go. We'll say welcome back to everybody to the Black Hot Fire Network show. I am your host, Mr. Black Hot Fire. Always on that ass. And we're broadcasting live from the homeland of the United States of America all the way over to the mother continent of Africa, because we're truly one of the only international radio programs, and that's what's up. I want to give a shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, everybody on Roku. Roku? No, everybody. Hold on. Hold on, I got some shit going on. See, had everything worked out. Now I got all kind of damn technical difficulties. Everybody on Roku. Everybody on. Woo! Strap on your headgear. Get ready for the ride. After everything worked out. It's been a while. Shit. Come on. Black. Hot. Bye. Come on. Woo! Come on. Calling number is, I don't even remember no more. Call number is going to be 505-715-6496. We live, family. Woo! Black. Hot. Bye. Come on. Woo! We're live on the radio station. We're live on the TV station. We're on Roku. We're on Amazon. We're on Android. We everywhere tonight. Black. Hot. Bang. Come on. Come on. Black, hot, hot. It's been a minute for me, fam. Woo! Come on. Woo! I'm a little bit rusty. Like I said, it's been a minute. Black, hot, bang! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Black, hot, bang! We back up in the spot tonight. It's been a minute, but we back up in here. Black, hot, bang! It's been about 4 months, 4 or 5 months, but I'm back. Woo! So good. Black, hot, bang! Come on. Woo! Woo! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Black, hot, bang! Oh! Black, hot, bang! Woo! Heard that in such a long hot, black, hot, bang! Come on. Oh man, that feels good to my soul. I ain't heard that in a minute. Jesus Christ. I heard that theme song in a minute, right? Woo! I ain't heard that in a minute. Welcome back to everybody. Heard that in a minute. Shit. Been crazy. Been crazy. So family, I want to say hello to everybody on, like I said, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Rumble, everybody on what are we on? BitChute. Shit, we everywhere. Everybody on the radio station, everybody on TikTok, everybody like I said, on your Roku TV stations, on your Apple TV stations, on your Android TV stations. You know, we're everywhere tonight. So thanks to everybody for joining us. I appreciate it. Oh, give me a second. Oh, shit. Let me set this off. All right. I'm trying to set this shit off for a second. 1 second. 1 second. So I know everybody's already familiar with what's going on with what's happening in Iran right now and Israel. So we know a week ago that Israel. Right out. One second. One second. One second. Okay.
How to find the right car for.
Oh shit. I try to play some ride out music. I always got a goofy commercial with it. So okay, here we go. All right, here we go. All right. Gave a little ride out music while I'm talking, right? Okay, family. So we know what's going on with Iran and Israel. Oh, my damn mic. Hold on. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hold on, my mic is having problems. Crazy. Hold on. See, thought I had everything worked out tonight. I get back on here. All kind of technical difficulties going on. In a second. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Shit, it's crazy. All right, that's better. Crazy. Anyway, like I said, I'm a little rusty. It's been a minute. Seem to be having mic issues now all of a sudden, which is crazy. So last week, unbeknownst to Iran, you had Israel and America do a surprise strike again, right? Same thing they did last summer when they were supposed to be working out this nuclear deal, saying that Iran, was going to capitulate and not be able to have nuclear arms at all, right? And they were not going to be allowed to have nuclear arms at all. So the situation at hand is that when does America and Israel get to dictate other people's defense of their nations? And they all do the same nonsense, talking about everyone's a terrorist but them. No, Iran has bombed and murdered no one. Who is Iran invaded? Please let me know. When America has a war after war, after war, and this moronic ass Donald Trump, right? This idiot, and the other Epstein class, these individuals, have been caught doing all kind of heinous stuff according to the Epstein files. Now we know they want to keep that out of America's consciousness with these Epstein files, but sadly, I don't think it bothers most Americans, especially most white Americans, because they're mostly the pedophilia is what's the way they want you to word it now? These what's it? How they word it now? A PDF file. Make sure I get it correct. Being a PDF file. Being a PDF file seems to be the norm in America, run by psychopathic, genocidal PDF files, right? And they're trying to convince you that Iran is the bad guy. And right now, Iran has been planning for this war for the past 30, 40 years at least, right? They've been planning for this for the past 30, 40 years at least. So it's absolutely crazy that the okay, there we go. It's absolutely crazy that they're trying to call Iran the terrorist. But we know with them it's always about capturing someone's resources, regime change, and making the world more comparable for the bankers who control this planet. There's no more illusion that you got elections that actually work for anybody. bankers control the planet. They fund both sides of the wars. And us with this huge ass military budget that we can't explain. This moron comes in the office. To me, wants to raise it $500 billion more. He wants to be $1.5 trillion. Now we know this is a grift, and it is sadly, money exchange program that we're doing, right? It's a money exchange program that we're doing because shouldn't the weapons that we build cost that much money? So all we're doing is funneling money to these individuals that own all the military industrial complex. So they're getting all this. That's why you got a $500 hammer and a $1,000 refrigerator and a $1,200 toilet. And all this other nonsense. And since, sadly enough, white people in America have done so much wretched shit, they feel scared about everything and get all this propaganda towards defense. If you don't defend the country, they're against defense. Now, we don't got no money for schools. We don't got no money for housing. We don't got any money for medical issues, but we always got money for more war, more military, while everything else suffers. Our infrastructure's falling apart. And we don't got no money for that. That's all socialism or some other kind of fake narrative that these morons keep giving you through the propaganda. But American people fall further and further behind in their living standards. Now this thing now here is going to cause serious problems with inflation. Oil prices are going to go through the roof. You know that, right? Oil prices are going to go through the roof. You can't afford your gas. You can't get back and forth to work. Thank God winter's coming to an end. That's going to raise your electric bill astronomically if you're dealing with any kind of heating element. All because suppose that Iran was evil. All this nonsense evil talk. And so unbeknownst to them, Iran had properly prepared for the last 40 years that now they're bombing the shit. They're bombing the shit out everyone around them, all their neighbors around them. Right? All the fake puppet states that were created by the British when the Ottoman Empire collapsed after World War I, the fake kings and queens, these fake families that they call democracies, and nothing more than dictatorships, right? They're nothing more than dictatorships. Of course, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, the Emirates, that's a wicked ass dictatorship. Qatar, a wicked ass fake family dictatorship. Bahrain, another fake family dictatorship. Saudi Arabia, House of Saud, all these fake kingdoms created by the British Empire after World War I. But they don't have no problem with calling these places dictatorships because they were given their oil money and investing in the American economy, putting their money back in the stock market. So that was propping up our economy. So no problem with these dictatorships. Don't ever let America tell you that they believe in any kind of democracy. It's always fake. There's not one democracy over there in the Middle East. So since these bootlicking Arab countries were collaborating with Israel and the United States, and they had all these American military bases, and let's understand, these are mostly like protection rackets, all right? These are mostly like protection rackets that America protects these fake kings from their own people. That's what it's about. So they protect them against their own people for overthrowing a fake ass that the British put in power 100 years ago. All these fake kings. All these fake kings and queens, right? So Iran has been hitting the shit out of Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, because they've all helped Israel and the United States attack them. Right? And supposedly, Iran is the bad guy. That's what Iran is evil. And I ask you again, who has Iran murdered and killed? Israel's been out here murdering and killing people. Sad enough, this country controls all our foreign policy, controls all the government, right? Through AIPAC. All these senators, all these ridiculous ass congressmen are all bought and controlled for. You got Marco Rubio out here even honestly saying, you know what? The reason why we went to Iran is because we had to, because they were going to, Israel was going to go first and we had to go. What? How's Israel going to bomb another country have anything to do with the United States? How's that? Oh, because they control Congress. See, it's a scam. So you send your tax dollars. Isn't it funny? Every time they do one of these campaigns, they never tell you that Israel has free health care. They tell you in America it's bad. Socialism, it's communism. Ain't that what they tell you? Socialism, communism, it's all bad, right? Isn't that what they tell you? But Israel can have free health care. I mean, great health care paid for by us. But it's not socialism and capitalism because they won't tell you that. Israel has free school, right? Free college. While we paying all these astronomical prices to go to school for jobs that won't even be there anymore because of AI, right? Because of artificial intelligence. Most of your jobs are going to be gone in a few years unless you go into the trades, unless you become a plumber or electrician or a mechanic or something. Other than that, all the jobs are going to be gone because AI is going to eat up all your jobs. And it's funny that AI has been supplemented, right, by our tax dollars. So we're supplementing a industry that's going to put the majority of Americans out of work. Does that make any sense? I don't even know your whole government is captured. We're supplementing this AI nonsense. We're destroying most of our communities because of the servers that need so much water. So it's destroying the communities that they build all these servers in. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Somebody want to join? Okay. I'll check the button if you guys want to join. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? And so, like I said, the problem is that they've had Iran. They didn't think was going to be fighting back, and so they've had mass censorship, right? Mass censorship everywhere. So there's been mass censorship everywhere. That they don't want you to see what's going on in Israel as they bomb it back to the Stone Age. Right? They want to tell you everything's good. There's only been 5 or 6 Americans dying, and we know that's a lie. Because Iran has successfully hit numerous military bases and even some embassies over there. But the word on the streets through the fake propaganda, Fox News, MSNBC, NBC, CBS, CNN, that there's only 7 or 8 servicemen that have been unalived. Isn't that crazy? 8 to 7 servicemen that's been unalived. And Iran has been blowing up whole bases, whole embassies. We only got 7 or 8 casualties. Wow. This is amazing. And now we found out that there's a Delta Force individuals that have been captured parachuting into Iran. But of course, they want to tell you it's propaganda. So I'm sure Iran is going to put these guys' faces up to show that it's real, that you had a whole Delta Force squadron that's been captured in Iran, right? But can someone tell me what has been Iran's crime? Oh, surviving independently of the global cabal, of this global cabal that we know runs the world. So there's no more conspiracy theories, no more you got real governments. You got this moron Trump allegedly, let's go put the allegedly sign with him and these Epstein files, right? And all the heinous stuff that's come out. And all this, and it's so heinous, it's so treacherous and sad. These files that all these people have been implicated all the Congress, and if all American Congress has been implicated in these files, doing this heinous stuff to children, eating children, essaying children. It's beyond belief. But you want to listen to them and let them try to tell you who's the good guys and the bad guys. Is this absolutely crazy? They want to tell you who's the good guys and who's the bad guys, right? They want to tell you who's the good guys and who's the bad guys. Now we know in the beginning of the strike that was unannounced. Now that's how we do sneak attacks now. That they murdered the leader's whole family. Murdered his daughter, son-in-law, his grandchildren, and all his aides. Just blew them up. And then they blew up schools like, which they've been known to do. Blow up a school of girls and try to pretend they don't know nothing about it. It's indiscriminately blowing up children. And sadly enough, America bombing has been indiscriminately. They've been blowing up schools, hospitals, and they turn around and tell you it's Iran that's blowing up all these civilian places. When we know that's America and Israel's MO. That's their modus operandi. It's what they've been doing. It's what they do. And give me a second. I want to share some of these videos with you guys. I'll get a second. Give me a second.
Don't think about it. Who is this? Just say the first thing that pops in your head.
Wait, let me. These damn videos I want to queue up. Give me a second, guys. Let me queue up some of the stuff here. Hold on.
Leave my apartment. We lost this war. It's over. Done. Finished. There's not a damn thing we can do to reverse the trend. And now they're getting stupid now. They're mobilizing the 82nd Airborne as we speak. They're sending out warning orders to other units. Donald Trump went from "we're not going to have a ground war" to today saying, "I think it might be a good idea to have a ground war." Well, I will also say this: in 2007, I was at the School of Advanced Military Studies in Fort Leavenworth, Canada.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been invited to come in and speak to them.
Yeah, that's true. Iran did release the black individuals because they knew they wasn't spies. So they figured they wouldn't be spies in 79, 80 when they had their Iranian Revolution, when they would get rid of the Shah. Yes, that is true. They did allow the black people to leave, because we're not usually caught up in all kind of heinous shit. But let me let Scott really explain what's going on.
Student body. And they took me through where the majors were doing up their workup. And oftentimes, like we saw this at the Marine Corps at the Command Staff College too, Major School, you get real world problems, and then they just tell the majors to run with it, and then guys come in and look at it and say, "Hey, this is pretty innovative. This is innovative." The majors were working a scenario where Iran had attacked Azerbaijan in the United States. We lost this war. It's over. Done. Finished. There's not a damn thing we can do to reverse trend.
These shouldn't go together, but I'm gonna make it work.
Because right now he's calling out Trump for everything, and he's been doing it for a while, and he's in that.
So and also these MAGA morons are going crazy because some of them are leaving, but some of them still want to be. It's some kind of crazy cult, right? A lot of these MAGA morons are realizing that Trump was always a puppet. It took him a long time. Remember, they all caught up in that fake Q nonsense. Q trust the plan, and they had Trump supposedly saving babies. All that fake propaganda they were doing 6-7 years ago with that Q nonsense. Trust the plan, and Trump is all up in the Epstein files, allegedly committing all kind of crimes, high crimes and misdemeanors. But these MAGAs, for them, everything is based on racism. So they can't compute, or they can't even let go of this heinous, no good, ridiculous individual who's been causing harm to the American people. They can't fathom, because for them, all this racism comes first, sadly, right? Sadly. So with Trump, giving them the okie doke, no new wars. Trump has been in more wars in the first year again than anybody again. He didn't bomb the Houthis. He didn't bomb Somalia. He didn't bomb Iran last year and Iran again. He's bombed them again. So look at me. Me talking about this. How am I violating anything? Look at this. How am I getting a warning? What are you talking about? How am I getting a warning for saying that? See, I ain't been on TikTok in almost a year. As soon as I get back on say anything, I always get a violation. That's why I told y'all that FBA bullshit they be doing, that's fake. That's some CIA, FBI nonsense they allow. As soon as I get on here, just talk about this Iran and Israel, I get all this, I get all these strikes and all this nonsense. What if I said untrue? What if I said that's not true? Nothing. What if I said offensive? Nothing. So why am I getting a red comment for saying that? Right? What if I said that's untrue? Nothing. That's why I ain't been on this TikTok app in almost a year. And as soon as I get back on it, it's the same old shit. As soon as I get back on it. And all we're doing is talking about what's going on in the world, all the propaganda and the censorship that they're doing, that they want to show.
Podcast world. He doesn't have the platform of a Joe Rogan necessarily, but he has a whole lot of people who listens to him. And a whole lot of people have went on his show to vent about what's going on with Iran, to vent about what's going on with grocery prices, to vent about what's going on with the Epstein files. Mm-hmm. And Tucker's sitting there playing really well at the moment, this voice of reason and sounding like a reasonable person. Donald Trump, on the other hand, is throwing him under the bus by saying something like this, and I'm not going to play Trump's clip, but Trump said Tucker has lost his way. I knew that a long time ago, and he's not MAGA. MAGA is saving our country. MAGA is making our country great again. MAGA is American first, and Tucker is none of those things. And Tucker is really not smart enough to understand that. Now, there's several different ways I could take that quote. I could take it that, there's trouble in paradise. MAGA is split. MAGA is broken. Or I could say to you,
if you have a big bet,
I'm waiting for it.
No snap. Okay, fine. Now, what up, no, my name? I'm getting structured.
I'm never spinning through. We have breaking news
from
the most
rural city. Now I can't find anything about the war no more.
Real. This is what they woke up to. This is very, very reminiscent of what Gaza looked like in 2023 and the years before. We can definitely see the impacts of the Iranian missiles. We can definitely see that they understand how serious this war is. And we can definitely see that Iran did not come to play.
So you see they turned Israel into a parking lot. Oh, is that going to give me a strike on TikTok? So they turned Iraq into, Israel into a parking lot.
News coming from Iran. Iranian officials have officially confirmed that a U.S. air operation in Tehran failed and 173 American soldiers and officers.
So there's been 173 officers that have been parachuted into Iran, the Delta Force, but supposedly this is propaganda. I'm sure Iran is probably going to come out on a Monday and display these Americans, and somehow it's still going to be propaganda, right? As they tried to go get the Kurds to help invade Iran, the Kurds said, "Nah, no, thank you, no, thank you." Said, "No, thank you. Nah, we're not going to invade. We're not going to do none of that. For what? What do we get?" And Turkey said that, well, if you arm the Kurds, that's an act of war. And you already had Israel saying that Turkey is next. When has Turkey invaded Israel? All these people get to be next with these insane psychopaths. Everybody gets to be next.
From the United States military's elite unit known as Delta Force were captured. Now, no one from the White House has released a press conference on this. No one from the White House is even talking about the hospital in Germany that had to shut down because of the influx of soldiers that are coming in.
Now, we know now they're saying allegedly that there's a hospital in Germany, a military hospital that's been taking so many American casualties that they've had to shut down the place. But of course, you've been told there's only 7 to 8 casualties, right? And they frozen my TikTok. That's funny. Like I said, I ain't been doing a show. You guys know I did a show. I ain't been in TikTok in almost a year, since last August, because they took down the whole account. That's why I took all that fake FBA and all that fake argument is fake. They can say all kind of crazy shit on there. Go back and forth, hate all kind of black people, and none of those accounts ever get taken down. I get on here in a minute, and my TikTok is being flagged already. I ain't been on this thing in almost a year, since last August. Last time I did a TikTok show live, last August. So that's how you know all that FBA nonsense. It's sponsored by the government to cause confusion and division amongst black people. Because there's all kind of crazy stuff talking on any of those live streams. It ain't none of them getting taken down. Imagine that.
And receiving operations, and some of them are passing away in the hospital because of their injuries. And I wanted to show you guys this. So according to Israeli media reports, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard has sent a message to Israelis' phones urging them to leave the country. No shelter can provide safety. The message stated, the last American radar systems in the region have been destroyed. Your government leaders are lying to you. Leave the country. Missiles are on their way. No shelter can provide safety. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard. And this was reported at 10:41. IDF says identifies launch of missiles towards Israel from Iran. And here is the message. Iran warns Israelis via SMS, U.S. raiders destroyed, free the country. And of course, I had to translate it to see for myself. But here is the message here where they're telling them to flee the country. Now, let's see what damage they received.
So Iran has sent messages to the phones of the Israelis telling them to leave the country because their government can no longer protect them. And that them going to these shelters is not going to keep them alive, because now Iran is using bunker buster missiles to now unalive people inside these bunkers. So they're giving them a PSA, public service announcement to leave. Leave the airport for your own good. But I know they're going to leave all the airports to destroy. Let's they get in the boat. Oh, my fault. They've always left the thing open going to Egypt. They can all go to Egypt and get out that way. But Iran at least being nice, hey, leave the country, because your government's now not able to save you or keep you protected to what we're doing to you. I think I'm gonna stop my live and start again. Stop and start again.
And this Iranian journalist reported in front of the flames of a burning oil depot. Yesterday, I showed you guys a video of a car traveling onto like a ramp-like highway, and he recorded it. It looked extremely apocalyptic. Switzerland says United States Israeli attacks on Iran are a violation of international law. Iranians are reporting thick black clouds of smoke this morning following Israeli airstrikes on oil depots and refineries. Rain is being described as black and oily, with the Iranian government warning of acid rain. And this I reported on last night. Now we get to see what it really looks like in the morning. Iranian IRGC struck a whole Kuwaiti building, reporting at least unaliving of 43 CIA and Mossad agents and top-tier C3I star personnel. And AIPAC is saying that the Iranian regime is launching cluster booms at Israel's largest cities, aiming to injure and unalive as many civilians as possible. And here we have the aftermath in a street in Tel Aviv. Iran has shut down an American Jassam cruise missile shot down by Iran's air defense systems in the sky of Markazi province. And this is it this morning. Iran has launched a new wave of ballistic missiles towards Israel. And here is another still from this morning as well. And another. We have defended our lands for thousands of years and will continue to do that for as long as it takes. Our soldiers are waiting for an enemy to enter our soil to unalive them and destroy them. We never give up, never surrender. Our dignity is not for sale. And this is also being reported that the UAE has denied the involvement in the strike on the water desalination facilities. They say the source of the story is...
Now they're saying they hit the desalination services, right? And I said that's what they were going to hit. Because if you don't know, water is in scarcity over there because it's in a desert. So I said that would be the one thing that they would do, would hit the osmosis machines over there to make sure that they won't be able to drink water. So, like I said, this thing's now escalating, right? That's what you find yourself now escalating. It's crazy. That's what you find now. That's escalating to a point that they're attacking each other's water supply. And remember, also food, 70 to 80% of food. Damn net. Damn net. 80% of the food is also shipped in there. So with the Strait of Hormuz being shut down, the supply of food is only going to be 6 to 7 months, and then that's going to run out, right? Because if they don't get put into this war within 6 to 7 months, you're going to start starvation because everything is shipped in. You can't grow any food in the desert. So all the beautiful buildings, everybody wants to go to Dubai, have fun in Dubai. Well, Dubai doesn't grow any food. Abu Dhabi doesn't grow any food. Bahrain doesn't grow any food. Qatar doesn't grow any food. That's why they're trying to buy this land back in Africa so they can grow their food and ship food into them. That's what's going on.
Israeli, and that this could harm UAE-Israeli relations. So that's something to think about too, especially when you look at the Persian Gulf that divides Iran and Dubai. And the Iranian armed forces are quoted as saying, "We have built advanced, untapped arsenals of missiles and drones far beyond what the enemy has seen. Any further aggression will unleash a response never experienced in history." Lebanon's foreign minister has condemned Iranian attacks on several Arab countries and said Hezbollah's military actions do not represent the Lebanese state. In a post on X summarizing remarks made during an Arab League meeting, Foreign Minister Youssef said Lebanon strongly condemns Iranian strikes on Gulf Arab states as well as Jordan and Iraq. Now, when addressing Israel's wrong.
Where's the Press TV at? Where you seeing it on Jibber Jabber? The Iranian News Press TV. Where you get it on YouTube? You get it on TikTok, Twitter? Where's that on? Let us know.
Bombardment of Lebanon, he said Hezbollah has disregarded Lebanon's national interests, accusing the group of acting independently of the state. That is all I have for you guys. Enjoy the videos. As always, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and I'll be back later on this afternoon to give you guys an update.
God damn. Come on. Look at that with the
We have break.
Does anyone actually know how fearless?
What are you asking, Tisby? I know you're asking me what type of food Israel reproduced from the soil, or what type of material. What are you talking about? Your question doesn't make any sense, man. Call in. You guys can call in at 505-715-6496. So I know what you're saying. Feel free to call in, guys.
Guys, it's happening. Everyone stay calm, but it is happening. Western outlets like Sky News are reporting that, quote, America's allies in the Middle East are reportedly begging Donald Trump for a swift end to the conflict, end quote. Why? Why are they begging for a swift end? Well, in the last 48 hours, reports are coming out that make two things clear. Number one, America's Middle Eastern friends and allies, your Saudi Arabia, your Qatar, your Kuwait, your Bahrain, your UAE, they want an end to the war and are super upset. It's hurt their feelings. that Iran's attacks on the US bases in their countries, and more recently the oil and gas infrastructure in some of these countries, has been targets, right? It's hurt their feelings and their wallets and their citizens, of course, most importantly, their wallets. Their citizens. That was
exactly. They don't give a damn about their citizens. They're more concerned about their wallets. They don't care about those citizens.
The fact that these countries did not
Because
want
remember,
to
they're
go
big
war. Not from our soil, not in our name. And America was like, here's the middle finger. This is not the middle finger, but I can't actually use the middle finger stuff. I'll feel bad. I'll feel like a bad boy. And I'm not a bad boy. I'm a good boy. I'm a nerd. They didn't want the war in the first place, right? They said not from our soil, and America, by and large, actually agreed. They evacuated a lot of their base troops and set them up in hotels, civilian hotels, human shields, but let's not talk about that now. The Gulf monarchies lobbied America against the war, publicly for sure, privately also probably, right? But this is point number 2. Their interception. Guys, it's happening. Everyone stay calm, but it is happening. Western outlets.
The Justice Department has published some additional Epstein files related to allegations that President Trump sexually abused a minor. That's after an NPR.
Now we already know that Donald Trump had allegedly abused minors back in the 90s that he paid out payments to. Back in the early 90s, like one 7-year-old kid, one 9-year-old child, another 8-year-old. So at least 3 of them that we know he gave payouts to. But these Epstein files, these things are like I said, they're heinous. And these mega morons don't care about the children being raped. And I told you, and also don't get it twisted with the Democrats either. There's no Democrat or Republican party. They're controlled by the same individuals. Okay? So don't think there's one good and one bad. They're both controlled opposition. No, that's why nothing changes. Once you get one fake Democrat in there, doesn't do anything, get a Republican, but you always get these endless wars. Because remember, the military-industrial complex is nothing but a Ponzi, a Ponzi scheme for laundering money. That's why all these budgets don't make any sense, right? The budgets are $1 trillion. They want to make $1.5 trillion, where they supposedly create all these messed up ancient weapons that you see they don't even work against Iran. All these outdated weapons that don't even work, right? So all these outdated weapons that don't even work, we're paying trillions of dollars for, but that's why we can't have health care. Oh no, it's communism, it's socialism. You got the American people fighting back and forth because they're highly propagandized too. Right? That's what you see. You see the highly propaganda, right? That they don't know the difference between what's good and what's not. Why we can't have good infrastructure anymore. Why we can't have good school, good roads, good nothing. But all that money ironically goes what? To Israel. Isn't that funny? Israel can have free hospitals, but it's not socialism or communism because it's our money. Isn't that funny? It's our money that pays for that. And no one's upset. It's our money. Right? No one said, oh, Israel's practicing communism and socialism. Well, all our money goes to give them free health care and really good health care at that. And did you know if any Israeli comes to America, their health care is still free here? Can you imagine that? But that's why we're the dupes. They get free education. But if you say it, it causes an internal fight because remember, your money's supposed to go to support them, also go to support this industrial complex. So you get the majority of Americans being scared when they do these political campaigns. Talking about, he's soft on crime, he's soft on defense. We need more money for defense. So you now got a money laundering scheme where you're giving all your money to defense and they're making these crappy ass outdated weapons for trillions of dollars when the damn weapon should cost $2.50. You paid $1 million for some weapon that should cost $50. That's how they keep the scam going on and on and on. And you have nothing. You end up with absolutely nothing. Right? You can't pay your rent, can't pay your food. You know, your electric bill is sky high, your grocery bill is sky high. Isn't that crazy? But they'll gaslight you. Oh, you're not MAGA. You're not the Democrat. You have these Democrats going crazy. On the left, the fake left, you have these Republicans going crazy on the fake right. It's all fake. It's all kabuki theater, guys. Because all the money keeps getting leveled up to the top. And then as they get your money, ain't it funny? Every time you get one of these morons in office, they always give tax breaks to themselves. You get all of Congress that's all hooked into the industrial complex, to the military industrial complex, too. Through what? Through stocks. They're allowed to buy stocks. They're all in control. They're all controlled by, the little country in the so-called Middle East. Cats with them hats. And all bought and paid for. It's crazy. And American people get duped for so many years. Don't nothing change. You keep getting this fake back and forth duopoly. It's fake. It's fake. It's phony. They both work together to make sure you do not have that all your money is siphoned to the top with these taxes and these fake defense. Why are we giving more money to defense? You see, they can't even beat Iran. They can't even beat Iran. But we want to give trillions of dollars to defense. No, because that's lining the wealthy's pockets. But we can't have health care. Oh my God. You have Republican Democrats like, it's just socialism, it's communism, blah, 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 blah. But the Israelis got it. And it comes from our tax dollars. Why can they have it and we can't? These are just questions I'm asking. I'm asking these questions. Why can they have free health care and we can't? That's what I'm asking. Why can they have it and we can't? Let me continue.
Investigation found dozens of pages were withheld. NPR Stephen Fowler
Of course.
reports.
And then through the Epstein file, why are they redacting if this is supposed to be justice? Why are they blacking out the names? What kind of justice is? What kind of justice department that protects the guilty? Where they redact and black out all the names they're committing these heinous crimes on children? They've been eating babies, eating children. See, 10 years ago when I said that I was the crazy one. Now, supposedly everybody said they've been saying it. And I know it's a lie. I know from the few people that have been saying it for over 10 years about them eating children, drinking their blood. But remember, I was the crazy one. I'm crazy. But now it's all in those files. Because the American people's mind couldn't fathom this kind of evil. So when you said to people, you sounded like a nut. And I get it. I sounded like a nut. But that's why they're now taking you to war, because they don't want to tell you what's in the file, because they're all in those files. They've all been compromised by having sex. You run by, let me get the name again. I ain't been on TikTok in almost a year. So by PDF file. I gotta get the thing right now, the new lingo. PDF files, right? That's who's been ruling us. Homicidal, genocidal, PDF files. And we don't think it's strange that all these names have been blacking out. If it's supposed to be justice, why would you black out the names? Only names you're supposed to black out would be the individuals that were preyed upon, would be the victims. But anybody, the victim's name have been put up for everybody to see. And you protected the predators. Isn't this crazy? And you think this is normal now. America's so morally bankrupt that now this is normal, that they give you files and everything's blacking out from the Justice Department. All right? Trump allegedly is in all this. I mean, it's not, and that's why you can't use a left-right divide, because you got the right in there and you got the left in there. All of them in there. Bill Clinton, they're all in there, left-right, all that left-right nonsense. They get you back, divide and conquer, while they steal everything but the kitchen sink.
Jay uploaded more than 1,000 new pages of Epstein files Thursday evening. They include 18 pages related to claims of sexual abuse by President Trump 4 decades ago that were previously withheld. After NPR reported on those missing files, the Justice Department said it was looking to see if that was a mistake. There are still 37 pages of records relating to the allegation missing. Also missing, any sort of context as to how credible investigators found the claims, or why it was included in a Justice Department slideshow last fall. Stephen Fowler, NPR News, Atlanta.
And then why is it a fight to release them? If this is supposed to be the Justice Department, see, all our institutions have now been compromised. They don't work. They all been compromised. So no one run these institutions benefit the American people. They all been compromised. You see how that works? Food and Drug Administration, Big Pharma controls it, right? You can't get the Food and Drug Administration to actually give good food and give out rulings that benefit to the American people. Everything's for Big Pharma or Big Agri. You know, that's we have food that's killed us, unalive us. We know it's a fact. We got food that we can't even see. And every time we talk on any of these apps, it's censorship. We got to use all kind of codes. This is how bad it is now that we've allowed a wicked billionaire class to run and control everything because we've been obsessed and propaganda to believe that these billionaires should have unfettered control over our lives. And if you know anything about billionaires, becoming a billionaire, it causes you to be a psychopath. Right? So the evil. So we let the evil control all our institutions that run and rule our lives. What sense does that even make? What sense does that make? That's why you get the Epstein files. Anybody been to jail yet? And so bad because the censorship is so bad, it's going to take 2 or 3 years to filter out the John Q. public on the street. The one who's still looking at TV and says, I didn't see the Epstein files on TV. They said we believe nothing in the Epstein files. I didn't see nothing on Fox News. I ain't seen nothing on ABC. I ain't seen nothing on MSNBC. So I haven't seen anything. It'll take 3 years to filter down to the man on the street how deplorable, how despicable, how disgusting these actions have been. I mean, this is civilization ending crimes. These are crimes against humanity that you can't even come back from. And no one's up in arms in America. No one. Because everybody's been just propagandized to. It's washed over with lies. You know one that ever even knows what the truth is. We're just so heavily propagandized to. It's absolutely crazy.
Corba Coleman, NPR News. For more of today.
Okay, this is why I'm saying I'm going to stop talking about this. Doesn't matter if the Justice Department releases footage right now.
No.
Video of Trump. You see how saw that R. Kelly video? He was pissing on the girl and she was doing all the little that. It doesn't matter if one is released today of Trump pissing on a 12-year-old girl and has 3 hung upside down and saying,
yeah, Ken Speedy. Roseanne was one of them too.
What the fuck is his daughter's name? Say your name.
Don't think when you get control of opposition, you get some damn tell Roseanne said because she's involved in that shit too. She's been involved in it too. She's been in Hollywood for damn near 40 years. Now she don't know. Now I'm saying she's talking. Understand when you get controlled opposition out here. They only start saying stuff because it's now too heinous not to say it. Too many people starting to know, exactly what's going on.
It's Ivanka or Ivana or whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't matter what's released right now. We know no one in the Justice Department is going to go after him. We know
exactly
not a single prosecutor in America is going to do anything about it. We also know that white men in America are not going to do anything about it because we've seen FBI statistics. We know at least almost 1 in 3 white men that you know is into pedophilia. 1 in 3 child men you know. I say child men.
Exactly. 1 in 3. That's their culture. Right. 1 in 3 white men selling up, are into PDF files. 1 in 3 is crazy. So that's why they don't want anything looked into it because they're scared they'll come after them. 1 in 3. But supposedly black people are the criminals on the planet. Look at the FBI files and all the crazy nonsense they talk about.
No, is into pedophilia. 1 in 3 child men you know. I say child men. 1 in 3 white men that you know is into child porn, and 1 in 5 white women that you know is fucking some little kid somewhere. Like it's one of the most not talked about realities in America. Everybody knows this, but they control the narrative. They control the media. They control the courts. They control the police officers. So my thing here is, at what point does it just become so stupid for us to keep going on and on and on for something that we know is not going to happen? If Barack Obama was the same person, if Barack Obama had half of the complaints that Trump has, the January 6th that we saw would have happened. They would have gone, but this time they would have taken guns. Get the pedophile.
Hey, you've been in Africa, understand? No, it didn't happen because Barack Obama's in them damn Pizzagate allegations as well. Nothing happened to him either. So they told you Pizzagate was a conspiracy theory, but we know Pizzagate was real because Pizzagate is also in the Jeffrey Epstein files, and they have a correlation between those incidents. So yeah, Barack Obama's been implicated too with all the supposedly hot dogs and pizzas he was ordering to the White House back then.
File out of office, white Americans would have stormed and possibly killed this man. So why are we talking about it? There's nothing. He said it. I can go down Fifth Avenue and shoot a man. And at this point, is there anybody that can deny this? So why? What's the point of talking about this shit? Seriously, what's the point?
The Justice Department has published some additional Epstein files.
Because you got to talk about it. It's like I said, it's going to take 2-3 years for it to filter down into the rest of society because we're so heavily propagandized to what you don't understand. The American people don't even know what the hell the truth is. And most of them don't really, I give them that, most of them don't care. We know most palm-colored people don't care. They don't care. Because those crimes are mostly in their family. They've been doing it forever. Right? They don't care. They don't care about children being molested and hurt and violated. They don't care.
Can I help you with what exactly? No, can I help you with what? Like, I don't know. Like, this is Ghana, boss.
You got Israel trying to beg Ghana to go fight for them. I told Joby about that, what they were going to do. They were trying to get these goofy Africans to go fight their wars. Because remember, a lot of them, their populations are dwindling. So they won't have enough people to put boots on the ground and continue their heinous goddamn colonialism that they've been doing for the last 500 years, because most of them are now find themselves that they're not repopulating themselves. So they were going to go get the African, to get them to be cannon fodder for them. So you got Israel talking about coming to Ghana, come help us fight our war. What the hell does this got to do with us? Nothing. And we know as heinously, they're feeling towards black people. These cats with these hats, their feeling is openly hatred towards us. It's open. It's palatable. But they want you to go fight their goofy war. No, you fight your own goddamn war. I'm going to fight your damn war.
Israel president, this is Ghana. This is Ghana. We have never fought before. It is Nigeria that goes to war. Wow. Please go Nigeria, or go and fight with Nigeria, or go and drag them into the war.
Why
The only fight we fight is Jollof fight. We have not. We don't even know. We are not even part of. We don't even know.
It's the only fight we have against the Jollof bro. And you're right. I don't know who's that Jackson. Remember Jesse Jackson was an agent. He was a puppet. He was put there around MLK back in the day. He was a puppet. That's why he was there. They always parachute one of these Negro puppets into black society. So yeah, Jesse Jackson was a puppet. So exactly right. So, he was an agent provocateur, a boule handkerchief head Negro put there to keep black people destabilized. Like he was out there fighting for you. It's all a scam. They always bring us a leader that we're supposed to follow. It's never beneficial to us because they put the leaders. It was Jesse Jackson, who was like, right, he was a criminal. He was a grifter.
What is going on in this world? This is trying to drag us into something that we are not. Why are you even begging us? Why? That is what. Why are you begging us? We are in our corner. You are calling us to come and help with something that we have no idea of. Why are you doing that? Why? Look, Nigerians are strong. They've been doing a lot of fights. They've been to war. They are our head. They are those who. Why are you not calling Nigeria? Keep Nigeria out of it. Why are you letting the devil influence you to pull us into something that we are not part of it? Stop mentioning our name, Ghana. Stop. Can I help you with what exactly?
So people love to say psychics are fake.
40 nations are currently in talks to basically cut the United States, because of Donald Trump, out of global trade. There are 195
You can't tell the mega morons this.
nations / countries
Cut us out.
on planet Earth.
You can't tell the mega morons this.
40 of them, led by Canada, banding together to just cut out the United States. So more than 1/5 of the planet working on a way to not have
You guys
to
on
deal
TikTok,
with
let me know if you
the
guys want to
United
come up.
States
I don't want to do any challenges and any
This includes our
whatever you
neighbors
call
to
those
the
things.
north,
I
Canada,
know.
our neighbors to the
I've
south,
been going on
Mexico.
TikTok for almost a year,
This
so
includes
you want
the
to come up and talk?
European Union
Fine. I don't
and
want
the
to
United
do
Kingdom.
none of these
This
challenges,
includes
whatever they do.
major Asian countries like Japan. According to these reports, and again, this is kind of all being, spearheaded by Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, what they're trying to do is avoid all of the tariffs that Donald Trump has put in place on everybody.
And actually,
then, of course, they have typically
Jibba, I can't really. That's why I can't really drink it.
more expensive.
I can't really drink it. It's too. Now that I haven't been drinking Dr. Peppers in so long, I drink them like once a weekend. I had no water. That's why I had to go. But I was looking for water, but I had no water in the refrigerator. It's just too sweet. I can't drink them like I used to back in the day.
That is currently what they're working on. So instead of relying on the U.S. market to sell their goods, they're going to just start selling to each other.
I'll be back every weekend now, guys. I got to get myself back up. So, of course, I'm filling myself back out.
They will expand. They will see this financial boom.
It's going to take me a while to get myself back up in the flow of things again.
Everybody in this new coalition, and we, those of us here in the United States, will lose everything. States, they're already having a hard time selling overseas. Just ask any farmer. We will lose those markets. Farmers who are already facing financial ruin, which is exactly what they told Congress about 3 weeks ago.
I'm looking now. It's funny. I'm going to TikTok. I got all my things set up on my Israeli stuff. That give me all this other stuff. Like, worried about it. I'm talking about what's going on with Israel and Iran right now.
Virtually. Because sure, we'll still need to make some things to sell to us here in America.
The way you're starting to see this play out, though, is going to be probably very detrimental for Trump and a lot of his friends. Because what he doesn't seem to have thought through is that the economy is propped up by an AI bubble / Ponzi scheme, which is mostly...
Exactly. The economy is a Ponzi scheme by AI Ponzi scheme. They've been putting all this money into this AI nonsense. Of course, coming from the American taxpayers. And you are being charged your taxes to build an AI system that's going to now put you out of work. You know how criminal this country is, and these politicians. They take your tax dollars, give it to these moronic ass supposedly nerds to build some AI infrastructure, right? The new environment of AI that's going to put everybody out of work unless you have a trade skill, unless you're a plumber, an electrician, or something like that. Other than that, you ain't got an office job and you kind of computer skills, you're gone. You're out of there. They're getting rid of you. And funded by your tax dollars. And as they set up these huge servers, all it does is deplete all the water because, you know, the servers are so hot. They come and deplete everybody's water where they build them at. So now the community around doesn't have access to their own clean, viable water supply. You see how crazy this sounds? It doesn't even make any sense. And they want to use the AI to spy, use surveillance on you. Once again, how am I being restricted again? Now I'm being restricted against some audience again. Just talking. See, they keep cutting me down, but I get more people. And how many people I have in there? I'm going to just start it again. I'm going to just start it again. See, everybody in it, and they cut it down to nothing. All these people on TikTok, and they cut it down to nothing. It's crazy. I just started again. I'm going to start it again, guys. I'm going to stay right. I'm going to start it again. Every time I go live, and it's talk about common sense shit, right? But you talk about the FBA and hating on people. Oh, God, don't nothing happen. Me just talking normally here, not using any profanity, right? Talking about Iran and the economy, what's going on. I get all these stoppages. It's crazy. I'm gonna shut this one down too. I'm gonna start it again every time. You guys gonna be here this stay there for a second. I'm gonna start it again every time. Let's start again. Yeah, end it. Oh, it was at 500 people on this live. Ain't it funny? 500 people. So, my battery's going out. Shit. Hold on. Just gotta put this one on. Hold on. Yeah, it's still going on. My battery's going on. See? Be on this TikTok shit. At 500 people on this live. Like, they don't let me get no people on YouTube no more. Let me get out of it. I'm going to start it again.
Iranian officials say a U.S.
Shut up. Start the same live again. Yep. Go live again. Yeah, that's why they stopped you at 500 people on that live. Shit, hold on. Damn it. Get up in there. Oh, damn it. Shit, this thing doing. Right here. It was going crazy. So,
He's supported by financing from the Gulf. You're already seeing, and I say this with regret because I know that Barry Weiss is a friend of the show and a previous guest host here.
The closest.
Her attempt to take over CNN and Warner Brothers and the rest of these is backed by billions of dollars from the Gulf. The way you're starting to see this play out, though, is going to be probably very detrimental for Trump and a lot of his friends, because what he doesn't seem to have thought through is that the economy is propped up by an AI bubble / Ponzi scheme.
So you got the Houthis right there blowing up oil tankers.
Hit. Houthis with Iranians are hitting oil tankers.
See, that's what I said. Now you're destroying the whole world's economy, guys. So a lot of Americans are going to start losing their jobs. You're not going to be, with every kind of oil prices go up, that's hard for you to bring things to market, right? Because everything comes to market on some kind of transportation, truck, car, bus, plane, train, anything. So now your groceries are going to go up because this moron and his war. and everything else is going to go up. Because this is inflationary. Because also those goofy Middle Eastern countries, they put a lot of money into the stock market to prop it up. And like the guy said on the last video, he's right. Once those individuals now want to start taking their money out of this Ponzi scheme, this fake economy, and putting it back into their own needs. A lot of this has been propped American economy because America doesn't make anything. We don't make anything anymore. So us telling the truth, that's why my TikTok keeps getting cut off. You know, what am I saying that's not true? What am I saying that's offensive? Am I using a lot of profanity? No. So why do I keep getting blocked on TikTok and I keep having to start the live over and over again? Because we're living in a censorship bubble too. They don't want you to know what's going on. They want to keep all the same propaganda. That's why they bought all your social media. They bought but they only own it all because all your social media was created by DARPA, all of it. And they give it to these fake frontmen, like Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook, a lie. All these other two morons created Google, a lie. It was all created by the military industrial complex through DARPA. All right? They wanted to spy on people and then understand people's behaviors. So these are just front men they put out there. Tell you, Bill Gates created Microsoft, don't even know how to code. And you go back and look at their families. Who was this family connected to? Oh, the Rockefellers. See, all these fake billionaires like Elon Musk, which is another moron. They put all these front men out in front of you. See, but if you tell the truth like me, you're going to be censored. Your TikTok's going to keep getting taken down by just saying that. And if I'm lying, prove me wrong. Instead of just trying to keep shutting me up, just prove me wrong. You can't say I'm crazy. Prove that then. And like I said, more than 10 years ago when we first started this thing about them eating children and drinking blood, adrenochrome. Remember, I was a crazy one because American people's mind couldn't fathom this kind of evil. Couldn't fathom it. And then the Epstein files just revealed it. And that's why they're redacting it. How you got anything called justice and everything is being redacted? All the stuff for you to see is being blackened out. Because the people that have been stealing your tax dollars have filtered up to them. They're the ones that's been doing all these heinous crimes. That's why. They're the ones that have been essaying these children and doing these other things. That we're supposed to think that this is just normal. It's not. We're supposed to just accept this filthy behavior. When they want to scream about, you got Trump screaming about God, whatever fake God he believes in. But he can bomb innocent men, women, and children. It's crazy. Like I said, America's morality is really out the window. It's sad. But when you say these things, you get banned on TikTok. TikTok shuts you down, and YouTube, those other places. Are you being profane? No. Are you yelling and fighting with people? No. You're just telling the truth that the world and other people are not supposed to hear. And like I said, if you guys want to call in, numbers 505-715-6496. Look, now you got the Houthis. Yeah, I remember that with Phil, yeah. The crazy guy with the Newport voice.
Houthis with Iranians are hitting oil tankers.
They're now they're hitting the oil tankers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is March 8th, 3:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I like you guys updates.
I'm bringing you some earth-shattering news. Here we are, another update. Everything I'm telling you guys is public news that is around the world that I collect and I bring to you. Please remember to follow, like, share, repost, comment, so I can continue to bring all of us updates. Please verify everything I'm saying on your own. Even my own thoughts and inputs are for entertainment purposes only. So let's get into it. Former CIA and military analysts are saying that Trump is lying to the American public about what's really happening in the Middle East. The damages and losses are being understated or ignored. They claim that 5
of course he's lying.
Advanced U.S. radars have been destroyed, with roughly about $4 billion with the B dollars and losses
for just the radar systems alone. The US and Iran are both choosing military force over diplomacy. The naval facility in Bahrain is destroyed, and the US air defenses and defenses are now blind. And Iran defenses are also.
So he said they're blind because Iran is taking out all our military systems that allow them to see what's coming, right? It's all been bombed. It's all been bombed to hell. And me saying that somehow is not supposed to be said on TikTok. Our radar defenses have been now bombed to hell. Because this isn't a legal war. See, it's the same thing. So you've got the same criminals in Congress, in the Senate, who said the same thing to you 25 years ago. They had me go to this goopy war, right? Oh, Iraq has imminent weapons of mass destruction. But at least Bush built that up for like months before we went into Iraq, right? First we went to Afghanistan, then Iraq. But he had to make the coalition in your mind. Of course, no one goes to jail. They knew it was a lie when they told it. They knew it was a lie when they told it. That Saddam has weapons of mass destructions. And it could be a mushroom cloud if we don't go in and stop him. So you hear that mantra over and over again with George Bush that's called mind control. And so that scared the American people to believe Saddam had something to do with 9/11 when he had nothing to do with it. And by now you should know, said it back then, it was inside job. Was it like the Kennedy shoot, right? No one still talks about Lee Harvey Oswald killing Kennedy. That other fake story you've been given. 9/11, guys with box cutters, right? They got box cutters taking over planes with a box cutter. You get back, I got the box cutter to take over the plane. The stories are so ridiculously stupid. These terrorists take over box cutters. Box cutter, what's the box cutter? I got the box cutter. Ooh, gonna hit you with the box cutter. You sit down, I'm taking over the plane with a box cutter. I don't know if you guys remember that part. They were taking over the plane with a box cutters. Oh, box cutters, watch out. Right, remember? They were taking over the plane with box cutters. Ooh. Supposedly these people that never flew were able to fly precision flights and hit the towers. They had precision. They had their box cutters, and they were they were expert pilots, right? They were able to fly into the two towers, and supposedly a plane hit the Pentagon. They never had any plane parts out there, nobody's. Isn't it the first time in history a plane hit a sitting structure with no fuselage, no body parts, no plane parts at all out there on the lawn? Didn't you find that strange? And if you ask the question today, you're a conspiracy theorist. Huh? But you talk about a plane hit the Pentagon, right? No bodies out in the lawn from the plane crashing. No fuselage, no wings, no tails. None of that out there on the Pentagon lawn. Isn't that strange? It's how wicked the country is that we're living in now, right? So 25 years ago when that happened, you should be smarter to know that was an inside con job. Okay? I should have to be saying this again 25 years later, and you still believe the fake narrative that people with box cutters took over plane at the box cutter. You sit down. My weapon is why I nick you with my box cutter, right? Why I nick you with that? So I nick you with the box cutter, right? Now look at this. They took down my live. They took down the live again. Each time I just. You see this shit? Live access removed. Why? What? Your access to live for what? There's no misinformation here. Peel it. How's it misinformation? You said, how's it misinformation? The story is the box cutter. How's that misinformation? See, I suppose I got misinformation. They said they took it over with box cutters. How's it misinformation? Now, oh, because I said, oh, the fake narrative about the damn thing hitting the Pentagon and there's no bodies. That's a fact. There were no bodies out in the lawn.
Doing really bad. The USN is attacked an Iranian government building today. Casualties are unknown. Tehran has taken many other large hits today, including Iran's largest oil storage location. Other Iranian oil storage locations are also being hit. Iran has hit the power plant and oil storage locations as well. The scenes in Tehran are pretty bad, especially with their largest oil facility being hit. The UK is preparing their warship to be deployed into the Middle East, but no firm date or decision has been made at this time, if they will even send it into the Gulf. There are U.S. friendly missile launches seen from Bahrain today. Many are saying that Bahrain has entered into this war. India was buying cheaper Russian oil previously, and after a lot of pressure by the U.S. they stopped and started buying from places like Venezuela instead. When Modi began reducing his purchases from Iran, but when India went back to purchase Russian oil, Russia told them that the prices will be higher now, and they will have no more discounts. And this is one speculation of why India has decided to support the U.S. and is with its ground, airspace, bases, so on and so forth, because they don't see any more benefit from dealing with BRICS, even though they're a member of BRICS. Europe is heading towards a severe energy crisis. Leaders of the EU are saying that their storage facilities in Netherlands and many other countries have fallen less than 10%. Many other countries are also saying that they lack gas, oil reserves, and in their regular flows. Even countries like Pakistan and other countries are really having a problem with not only current possession of oil and gas, but also for future replacement plan. The Washington Post reports that the U.S. doesn't see any weaknesses in Iran, nor any signs of weaknesses, either now or even in the future. Iranian drones hit a luxury tower in Dubai located in the marina, which could have been holding U.S. or is military leaders.
Every time.
Also, buildings were hit in Iraq and Kuwait City.
See, I ain't been alive on this goofy app in almost 10 months.
Again, after their oil
10 months. This guy back is already blocked. That's why I stopped doing all these damn shows.
Freshwater desalination plant.
You gotta keep lies
the
going.
U.S. bombed an all-girls school, and Trump said that he feels Iran attacked themselves. Trump is threatening to break up Iran into smaller states, and he reiterated that the U.S. will control all of Iran's oil. Israel is any videos or photos that are leaked into the public of the damage or any intelligence data, and will give them 5-year prison terms for any violators. Netanyahu is banning all media coverage inside of Iranian missiles strike the Haifa power plant in despite saying that the missile landed in an open area. Videos are showing that the power plant was.
Remember, we got to tell these lies.
The IRGC continues to launch missiles from the Esfahan missile base. The above-ground structures of the base were bombed 3 times during the 12-day war last year, and the entrances and tunnels were also bombed 2 separate times. And those were by F-35s. But the base is still operational even after 2 days it was attacked last. Trump is now also considering sending U.S. Special Forces directly into Iran.
They already did. They got captured.
Facilities and to
just saying that be misinformation because it's the truth. That's the truth. Everything to the truth now it's misinformation. But that's why I'm live again. I'm on the network. The network's back up and running, guys. The TV station's back up. So I'm live on the TV as well. Shit. Fucking crazy.
Remove Iran's enriched uranium. This will be in addition to all the air campaigns that are being carried out by the USA and IS continues to say that Iran's missiles are being intercepted or fall in open areas, but witnesses are saying that the waves being sent over by Iran are hitting their targets. And that's why there is a ban on posting videos and photos of the damage inside of IS. Bahrain says that Iran has struck their desalination plant with a drone in response to Iran having theirs hit. This plant is used to process clean water for consumption and for agriculture, etc. 70% of the UAE's total water demand is met through freshwater desalination. Trump announced that Iran has surrendered, despite Iran's continued attacks and multiple public announcements that Iran will not stop and they do not want a ceasefire. U.S. intelligence says that even large strikes aren't and will not remove the government. There is no signs that, again, an uprising can even happen. And the U.S. and IS are counting on that to make their life easier, to fight on the inside. Seems like during Iran's lockdowns on protests and arresting of the agitators a month or so ago, Iran handled a lot of agents that were meant to be assets against the Iranian government for the benefit of the USA and IS as like inside moles. Israelis to continue to flee from their holy land, which Iranians and Palais are saying and asking and saying that it's ironic for several reasons, especially because they say that they are the chosen ones.
Exactly.
How
It's
can
not
they be
theirs.
afraid to meet their God? And why are they running away from their own holy land, what they say? IS targeted a residential block in southern Lebanon with warplanes, unaliving at least 20 people this evening, including women and children. Our night, their morning. Saudi has warned Iran that if Iran continues its attacks, they will join the USA and IS. There were impacts on Kuwait aviation fueling companies that were struck by Iranian missiles and drones. A missile hit IS live on NBC and couldn't be censored because it struck while they were actually live. Iran claims to have captured many U.S. soldiers. Iranian missiles hit Ben Gurion Airport in IS. Iran is now on wave 25 or 26 of Operation True Promise 4, in which they used Qadr and Fatah missiles. Iran continues to say that they are prepared for a full-scale war with the U.S. and IS, even if it's a long war. Iran says that, again, their missiles and drones they are using were made in 2012, 2013. They have not used anything they made within the past 10 years. They are ready and capable to easily go a minimum of 6 months at their current pace of their attacks. Iran says that over 220 U.S. soldiers have been unalived within the past 24 hours alone. Belgium, UK, and Spain are so far choosing to remain out of the war and intend to stay out. I will continue to bring you updates on this once a day, and in between I will be posting my thoughts, whatever else.
Oh, I know you guys have heard.
So there's a belly at
Lord have mercy. Not them smoking every single fucking army base that they can fucking touch. Y'all peep this shit. Well, I can understand why Wig is asking for a ceasefire. Because all of the army bases that was located in the Middle East, gone. Has been destroyed. And on top of that shit, a couple of European countries has been hit as well. And I mean, I can't pronounce the name of the country, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Now they finna get their asses involved in shit like that. And Spain done got spooked so damn bad to a point where they told their U.S. Army bases they gonna have to leave because we are afraid of getting bombed. Wig said they are refusing to leave. So I wonder how Spain is gonna respond to that. So, with that being said, that explains a lot as to why Iran's news is reporting that there is 500 service members that has been slain by Iran's fucking retaliation. They telling us it's only 6.
It's over 1,000.
I was nice saying that it was 100 plus.
It's over 1,000.
I was like maybe a good 100 to 200. According to them, they saying it's 500. So I really
It's over 1,000.
So with that being said, here you got mothers going online crying about their babies fighting in the war and they're terrified and shit like that. when that motherfucker came forth and said, and I quote, "Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make."
We have breaking news. Chinese FM Wang Yi has said that the ongoing U.S.-Israeli military offense against Iran should never have happened and called for an immediate end to hostilities as well as to return to the negotiating table. And a strike on a tower in Kuwait housing United States soldiers has taken place and the building was hit really bad. And look at this. The Israeli army admits failure to intercept Iranian missile barrages per the reports. The Israeli military has admitted that U.S.-built Israeli radar systems have been largely unable to intercept incoming Iranian missiles. And recently, the IRGC has announced their 27th wave of Operation True Promise 4 targeting American and Israeli positions. And Iran to keep striking enemy targets in the region used in acts of aggression, per the judiciary chief. And a different hotel was also hit as well that was housing American soldiers in Iraq. Hundreds of United States Israeli targets struck in first week of Operation True Promise 4. These are all of the topics, more or less, of what he spoke about. Trump calls on Iran to accept unconditional surrender, says Iran's
crazy.
military could be rendered useless.
He sound crazy.
There is no sign of Russian support for Tehran. He says ships are avoiding the Strait of Hormuz by choice. Trump predicts oil prices will fall quickly, and the president declines to discuss possible U.S. ground troops. So someone pointed this out to me, stating that he looked really green. Someone also said, I was reading through the comments, that it could be that he has jaundice. I don't know. My bachelor's is in arts, English literature. I don't know what he has, but he does look really green. What do you guys think about this?
I'll be going right after this. I'll be leaving for Dover. Very sad situation. To greet the families of the heroes.
Flames engulfed Kuwait's public
And the heroes that got murdered for nothing.
after it was hit by a
The
suspected
heroes.
drone amid a wave of Iranian aerial strikes on the country. And he also threatened this. The map of Iran will probably not look the same when all of this is done. So he wants to go in there and take their oil. I showed you guys a video around 2 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock. It was sometime.
Of course
last
they
night.
want to
I
take
showed you
their
guys a
oil. That's
video
what they
on
said.
When Fox News was saying
Of course they want
when
their
invade
oil.
Iran,
So what is
they
all
want
this
to take their
about?
oil. He has now stated that when he takes Iran, he's going to break it up into different states. Now, he also gave the new slogan, MIGA, Make Iran Great Again. And United States media has reported Iran retains more than half of their drone and missile capabilities. And there are also Iranian missiles in the sky of Al-Khalil, occupied West Bank. And here are all the videos I have so far. And these are true videos of what Tel Aviv looks like. And then the video is going to end. But as always, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I may come back at 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know yet. But I thank you guys for being patient and for loving my content. You guys are very, very supportive. And I appreciate you guys. So as
First
always,
day back
let
to
me know what your
TikTok,
thoughts
I
are in
get
the
banned. We got called in. Hold on. Try it again, man.
This is Brother Tim. How you doing, my brother?
What's going on, man?
All right, man. And let's think about this war, man. It looks like Iran is not as big of a pushover as we thought. We thought we were actually going to go in there.
Who thought that?
And do what we did. In Iran and Iraq.
Who
It looks like American Israel thought it was going to be a war, but they thought it wasn't going to be as hard as it is.
I don't
know. Like Iran is kicking some ass right now.
I don't know who thought it was going to be easy. What moron thought? They knew they listen. You're dealing with morons. Everybody knew that going to Iran was going to be a problem. Iran had been preparing for this for the last 40 years, and especially the last 25 when they went into Afghanistan, which is on the west part of Iran, and into Iraq, which is on the west part of Iran, and Afghanistan, which is on the eastern border. So they've been preparing for this for years, and they should. And I don't know who thought this was gonna be a cakewalk. Nobody. Are you insane? Because look, Iran is mountainous, brother. Iran is a mountainous region. It's had you got a population almost of 100 million people. So only way you would be able to take it would be by putting ground forces in there. So you would never ever take and hold the country. You don't have enough troops to take and hold it. So I did. You thought you just gonna be a cape, right? You're gonna just bomb them, and then what? That you just gonna get rid of their leadership? What?
Right.
Somebody asking you what you thought was gonna happen.
No. I thought Iran was gonna be kicking on some ass. It looks like America, based upon what Trump was talking, how they were talking, looked like they thought they were gonna go in there, bomb them up. It's gonna take about a week or two, and they're gonna get it. But as far as what I felt like Iran got what it takes to actually fuck Israel up real good. It looks like that's what's going on.
But that's what's going on.
All boils down to it. They don't have to build Israel back up too.
Yeah. Well, whole thing. The American people waking up enough to know that all their money has been going to Israel. They don't want their money going there. See, the whole thing with these AIPAC controls all your Congress people, right? They control all of them. So they don't want their money. All Congress people are controlled by AIPAC. They all got an AIPAC handler, which is a Jewish handler with them. So the American people start to realize, hey, all our money goes to support this fucking place, and our infrastructure is destroyed. We can't get no damn medical. We can't get no damn housing or nothing. But all our money keeps going to this Israel place. So it's gonna be. I don't think they're gonna be able to come back to the American people to fix Israel. And like I said, I'm hoping Iran doesn't stop. Bomb that shit into submission.
Right.
Bomb that shit.
That's what me and my brother was saying. When they bomb that shit up real good, then the American people's wake up. The Americans have to say, look here, we can't afford to help you motherfuckers no more ever again. And then they're going to be through as a country. They're going to be completely through.
Exactly.
Wiped out.
That's what they're doing. Go ahead, Tiffany.
I actually heard a dude say something. He said, okay, listen to this, man. He said, Trump is probably playing into the hands of Iraq purposely to fucking destroy Israel and all their information that they got. So maybe Trump actually want them want a war to let them destroy. I said, I don't know about that.
No.
He said, but no, think about it. He said because Trump really don't like Jews either. I don't know.
That's a lie. That's a lie. It's got its own family. It's whole family of Jews. His daughter's married to a Jew. His other daughter's married to a Jew. Son's married to a Jew.
Right.
No, he loves and people don't know that Trump converted to Judaism back in 2017 or some shit. So the idea that he doesn't, and the Jews have always propped up every time he went bankrupt. That's who put him back on his feet. So the idea he hates him is absolutely crazy. He's in league with them, and sad fact is that they used him. He's a dummy that they were going to use him. You know, that they thought they were going to be able to win. Of course, they thought that Iran wasn't prepared. So him being a moron, Trump is an idiot, guys. Trump is a moron. He's dumb. He's an idiot. So they use him and his cult of personality to get these MAGA morons to go with him to do these wars. Supposedly when he wasn't going to do any wars, and I knew they were. I said, it doesn't matter the Democrat or a goddamn Republican in it. It's always war after war after war because they're controlled by the same entities. And so now they went into Iran thinking they could just give them a bloody nose and steal. It's the whole thing about stealing their oil. And they need to put Iran on this new digital system that they're trying to create globally. So Iran is too big of a country to be outside of their fake digital prison that they want to set up globally. It's too big to be outside. It's too much of a leakage to be outside that system. So this is about stealing up their oil and also the forcing them to go into this fucking digital currency that these wicked bastards are trying to set up. So it's not that Trump, it's not no thing that Trump is some kind of he hates the Jews. He doesn't hate them. He's been having sex with children, eating babies with the rest of them. How does he hate them?
Right. Let me ask you this question. Is this to say that Iran is not part of the system that the Rothschild wants? The Rothschild have?
That was the problem.
They're not in the Rothschild system.
No.
Okay.
They're not. They broke up that bank. See, in '52 they were. In 52 they were. They went overthrew Mossadegh, the first democratically elected president, who said, we're not going to take this oil out of the Rothschild and the British royal family's hands and give back to the Iranians. He said, the hell you will. So he went and overthrew them and put their puppet in there, the Shah of Iran. That's why they run around with the Shah. That's why they run around with the Shah's son. Like they're going to put his ass back in Iran as the king again. See, remember all these fake. See, that's I'm talking about the propaganda that we've been served is to all these fucking fake kingdoms in the Middle East were propped up by the British royal family, really the Rothschild. They created Israel, they created Saudi Arabia, they created Abu Dhabi, Dubai, the Emirates, all that shit, the fucking Qatar, damn Bahrain, Kuwait, all that shit was set up by them. These are family. Shout to Iran, telling the truth, these are family dictatorships masquerading as some fucking republics. They're family dictatorship. They put the British, really the Rothschilds put these people in power so they can have control of that region. And that's why they put Israel there, so they have complete control of it with the grid. So they've been helping these fake Arabs have been helping with something called the Greater Israel Project. And that's why they've been laying down, because that's to give complete control of that region's resources to the Rothschild. Iran is the only country that stands in the way. They never signed it. So when they got independence with the revolution in 79, they've been trying to undermine them for the last 40 plus years, trying to get back in there and CIA agents in there, Mossad agents all up in there and shit, bombing and killing people, trying to overthrow that government. And to their chagrin, it has not worked. And so now they just, with this digital currency, we got to get it. We got to do that because we're putting all this digital shit into motion. And Iran is still the one that will not fall, that will not capitulate. So that's what you have. But now they're trying to go into Iran and break their back. But Iran has been waiting for them. The sad fact is that America's military is built for wars in the 20th century, not the 21st century. So all this high-powered shit that they have is worthless, because I don't need no fucking aircraft carriers and missiles worth $2 or $3 million when I got a $20,000 or $30,000 drone that can blow your shit up. So it's not as agile. So that's what the American military is built for the last wars, not the wars of the 21st century. And so they're not going to be able to go and take Iran. They won't be able to put boots in the ground, because what they tried to, because they've always been used to co-opt other people. All these terrorists of them, they create every terrorist group on the planet called by a terrorist. So they tried to go to the Kurds, which are a semi-autonomous group in Iraq, and tried to pay them, hey, we need you to go help us invade Iran. And the Kurds said, fuck that, we're not helping you do shit. We're not getting involved in this shit, help you invade a goddamn thing. Right? So they try to invade Iraq one time, the Kurds helped them out, right? What about the Kurds? What did I say it again?
But didn't the Kurds help America out with Iraq?
Because
back in the day,
because in Iraq they let them get their own little autonomous region in Iraq, and if they do decide to go against Iran, the Iraqis and the Iranians would crush their ass, and that'll be into their little autonomous little state they gave their ass. Not many Kurds. So if the Kurds ever decide to go attack Iran, the fucking Iraqis would go against their ass too and crush their ass, because they don't want them having their autonomous region inside of Iraq itself, Iraq proper. So they know that. Right. So that's why they said, nah, we're not going to be in this fight. And so now we see them trying to parachute some Delta Force, and they got caught. Because I guess Iraq is a huge mountainous country. You're not going to be able to invade that shit and take it over. With what? There's 100 million of them motherfuckers. How you gonna take over 100 million people? You talking about you coming with 500,000 troops? What are you talking about? You don't get wiped out. You don't have, like I said, you don't have the supply chains that can help you, because you can't get into the Strait of Hormuz to supply your people, because your ships are getting blown out the water. So you don't got that. So you can't supply nobody, even if you get an amphibious force in there. You get amphibious force, they're gonna get wiped out, right? Get wiped out. So there's really no way you can invade Iraq. There's nothing you can do about it. And you got most people that's not gonna fight with you. And problem with white people, they're mostly dying out. They don't got enough numbers. So that's what hurts them too. They ain't got enough good old boys to go up in there. And like I said, Iran laughed and said, because you got the fake white media, West media, controlled by the you-know-who's. Well, it might be ground forces going, because they're talking to the premise, if I find that video again. There might be ground forces that they use to come in to Iran. The guy just smiled. He said, yeah, bring them in. We'll be waiting. We're waiting on them.
Right.
Yeah, because they already, see, it's not Iraq. Iraq is a flat plain. Iran is mountainous. He's not going to be able to get up in there. And with no damn, we only got, how big is our fighting force? A million people?
Right.
Supposedly, and that's not even fighters. That's 1 million people in the military itself for supply and logistics. How many damn actual fighters do we got? So we might got maybe what? Okay, let's say we got 300,000, 400,000 actual servicemen that are in the infantry, right? That are fighters. You think 300,000 people are going to be able to take up a country of 95 million people? You out of your mind? They're going to get wiped out. And these people are now mad because you killed their pope. Remember, their leaders like their pope. Their main command, that's like a pope. So now you killed their religious leader. And so they're like, so now they're fighting with a purpose. Americans ain't fighting with a purpose. Them people, you see the American kids don't want to go over there. And then, nah, we ain't trying to fight these people. So right there, you lost anyway. Because you don't have the drive to even want to fight the war. But Iran wants it.
My question is, since the whole area over there, even Israel, where like they said, it's really getting bombed up and fucked up so bad, how the fuck are they going to build all this shit up in the next 10 years? That's going to be impossible. So that's why one said we really watch Israel out when it comes down.
They're going to be done. Iran is planning to wipe their ass off the map, and they need to be wiped out. They are the terrorist group They are the terrorist group in the Middle East, backed by the Rothschilds. They're the ones. ISIS, Al Qaeda, all these fake ass groups were created by them. CIA and Mossad created by the cats with the motherfucking hats, the bankers. So
man, I tell you, man, if I ever want to see one thing in my lifetime, Keith, if I ever want to see one thing in my life, I would like to see Israel wipe completely the fuck out. That's the one thing in my lifetime that I really want to see. These motherfuckers are really the problem of the whole fucking world.
Whole world, yeah, the evil.
They're the problem of the
whole
world.
Fucking world. They had no problem. There's no problem murdering, killing those people, and it's gonna, and then tell you, yeah, we killed them. So what? We killed the Palestinians. So what? The dog. They had vacation trips to go look at them killing them. Imagine how sick you in the head. They had vacation trips from the river showing how they were blowing them up and shit.
Hey, that's the shit.
It's crazy as cat shit. Go ahead.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this much right here. If they wipe Israel out, some of these kids, fucking bloodthirsty Americans, better hope that Iraq go all that information shit they got on all these Americans and shit like that. Go them fucking do that, because believe me, you fucking bloodthirsty motherfuckers be kind of glad. But if they bomb anything, just bomb the whole rest where motherfuckers live at. Now I'm watching these videos, and some of these cats are saying, like I see on your video, saying that if we post these videos, then we lose this, do that on YouTube. YouTube will take them down and demonetize them or whatever like that.
Of course,
but some of them are still trying to post those videos. But they trying to make like the world news is making like Israel's winning the battle.
Of course,
exactly. But on these videos show that Iraq is kicking their ass.
Of course, we worry about, I gotta make my YouTube money. Who owns YouTube? The cats with that. And thanks, Iraqi. So we only have 946,000 uniformed personnel that are fighters. Okay, that infantry soldiers. What? You ain't gonna have no 900,000 people go to no Iran. You'll get smashed. He'll smash that ass.
Right.
So it'll be even more of a humiliation. That's why Iran said, yeah, we're waiting on you. Come on up in here. Come on up in here. Because, so the whole flex, we might have to do ground. See, that's the white supremacist mindset. They won't be able to do shit no more. Their days is coming to an end, as I told you. The white supremacist days of ruling is coming to a fucking end. So them talking about, oh, they got 900, and half of that 900,000 people are Mexicans and black people in that shit. That's not all white people. And 900,000 to go into a country of 95 million. Are you crazy? You'll get wiped out.
Right.
You'll get wiped out. And you're not gonna put all 900,000. That's all you got. That's all you have is 900,000 infantry troops. So you go in there with just half of that. You go in there with just like 400,000. You're getting wiped out. They'll wipe your ass out. You out of there. And you're gonna be humiliated.
Right. I mean, they sending these motherfuckers are sending. I mean, I'm watching these videos. I'm wondering if they video games are actually real, but they showing these drones going to Israel and going all these places that's fucking these people up. And I'm like, man, this shit is real. No, but they these people
it's not AI. That's real. That's not AI. That's real. They fucking it. So you know, they thought they're gonna be able again. I'm gonna think so. They thought they're gonna be able to again go back and just everybody wanted a ceasefire all of a sudden. We want a ceasefire, and they wouldn't kill all these people. Ceasefire for what? Now it's on. It's on and popping. You can't just come kill me now, but now I want a ceasefire. See, the whole trick for them, they want a ceasefire so they can build themselves back up and come back and attack you again. That's the scam. Remember, white people have never, understand this, never agreed to any treaty that they have set up, ever. They've always done backhanded shit. They've never honored any treaty that they've ever given anybody. So they come and say, yeah, let's have a ceasefire. As soon as they build this shit back up, they'll come and attack Iran again. Iran knows that now. Say, no, ain't no ceasefire. We're going to put an end to this shit. So now,
well, let me
go ahead.
Well, let me look at it from another perspective. Okay, now we know the Iranians, Arab, they still fucking white too, and the people attacking them is white.
Yeah.
Could this here be a situation that's bound to say that we're going to advance, get these motherfuckers off the planet real fast, let them fight against each other? Because remember, no African country is involved, or no black Caribbean areas or black people are involved. It's just all white. So could this be a thing that is now time for white motherfuckers to wipe other white motherfuckers out?
You know
what I mean?
It might be.
Could it be that time?
It might be, but you got black people in Iran, man. You got a bunch of black people living in Iran.
No. I'm saying, I know we got black people all over the world, but what I'm saying, for the most part, the people that's in charge of these wars, they are all white.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know there's going to be some of us going to be wiped out with them, but I'm saying for the most part, could all this here be a thing, maybe, I would say use the word possibly, the word spiritual, where it's time for these people to go. So a war was created by these demigods, and we would say, to wipe, to now start trying to wipe them out.
Why would they wipe them out? They the ones created. They're not going to wipe them out. You're not going to wipe. They're the ones created the motherfuckers to do the evil shit they do. They're not trying to wipe them out. The earth is wiping their ass out by their birth rate. Their own demigods are not going to wipe their ass out.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You got to straighten. Right. You're right. If the earth is wiping them out, so that could be it right there. You know what I mean?
That ain't cause them to fight. They're just wicked. They always turn to fighting each other. That's sadly, that's how they're created. You talk about soulless beings. They've always fought each other. So that's what they're always gonna do. And as far as them having a birth, but that's the earth getting them out the paint. The demigods that created don't want them out the paint. They want to start creating some more of these motherfuckers in test tubes and everything else. How they did the first time.
Right.
They don't want them gone. But the earth does. The earth is saying, trying to get rid of you motherfuckers. That's why their birth rate's all fucked up. But like I said,
that's gonna be real good.
Well, that's the birth rate. I mean, that's the earth. And that's the demigods. That's why they create them motherfuckers. They want them here to cause them strip and all this other crazy shit. Remember they house the white genome houses demonic energy. They don't want them to gone. Right. They want that demonic. They want that demonic energy in here to do all kind of wicked shit. They're the ones what they run around eating babies and fucking kids and goddamn drinking their blood and all this crazy shit. And most people can't fathom this kind of wicked shit. And then you talk about why are white people stood up? Because the majority of them are pedophiles or PDF files, you want to call it. The majority of them are. Like I showed you guys, the majority. The white man is a majority. Wants to fuck babies, fucking kids, child porn, and having sex with his own children. That's their culture. So they're not
because hey, listen.
Go ahead.
I actually remember a long time ago, then I was seeing on YouTube recently where this white chick who was Jewish was saying that her family, they were, they were eating kids. Their mom didn't go to work regular, but they were doing all kind of wicked stuff. The lady was saying, she said that they were eating kids, they were having sex with this and that, and said they were eating the flesh, and said it was a normal thing for her family. It's a white Jewish girl said that on Oprah Winfrey show. I'm like, damn, I remember that shit, and I think somebody put that shit right there on YouTube. I said, she said this is the normal thing that Jews do. I said, ain't that some shit? This shit ain't conspiracy. No. What they said conspiracy years ago wound up being the truth. The Pizzagate, this shit, all that shit. They started asking Hillary Clinton those questions. That bitch got mad and wanted to walk on out. These motherfuckers got to be exposed. It's just the fact that
you get them asking questions. The motherfuckers that were asking the questions are involved in this shit too. They're not innocent. That's Kabuki theater. That's Kabuki theater. The motherfuckers asking the questions all involved in this shit too. It's all fake and phony. That's put some kind of theatrics out there in front of you. They get to the bottom and shit. They're all involved in the shit. They're all involved in putting their dicks in the child's mouth and fucking them in their ass and then turn around and putting some sauce on the motherfucker and eating them. They're all involved in that wicked ass shit. You know, that's why they're already, that's why right now you're supposed to have criminal charges against, if they wasn't, you're supposed to now have criminal charges against the Department of Justice for not bringing out these files and why you redacted them. If you had an honest Congress, because Congress controls the purse string, so you go to Department of Justice, listen, we're going to bring you up on charges if these files are not released. Now, why won't they do it? Right. Because they're all involved in the shit. They're all compromised. They've all been fucking babies.
Right.
That's what you find over and over again throughout history with this Congress. They get caught up in all these damn rapes and child abuse. Like it was in the 80s. Man. You know, you go to the 80s, you got a big thing in Congress when Reagan and George Bush was in there and shit. They're fucking all these children and shit. Bringing all these kids in and fucking them. Whatever happened, nobody. No. Anybody go to jail? No. Congress, the White House, all implicated in fucking these children, bringing them in and fucking them. This in the 80s and 90s.
I remember because I remember a lot of kids came up missing in D.C. In D.C. around the time when around the Reagan era and everything, around that time right there, especially a lot of black folks and black girls mainly in D.C. was coming up missing in record numbers. Then they said the shit actually started again when Obama came to office. A lot of kids, a lot of black folks in the D.C. area just coming up missing.
It never stopped.
And there was no investigation on that shit.
It never stopped because Obama answers that it never stopped between Bush and Reagan, Clinton, and then Bush Jr., and Obama, and now with damn Trump. It never stops. These children every year are missing and never found. It never stops. Hasn't stopped. Nobody say, well, where are these kids at? Why the police? Remember, there's supposed to be cameras everywhere. We got cameras, face recognition shit everywhere, right? Everywhere you go, it's a goddamn camera. Then why we can't find these kids that are missing with all these cameras everywhere? Because they're the ones doing it. They're the ones doing it. You got cameras everywhere. There's cameras every fucking where. So why?
And we can't find it.
So why you can't find these kids? One of these cameras picked up all these children because they're the ones fucking them and eating them. Yeah. That's why.
Right. Well, wasn't there supposed to be a thing of Hillary Clinton and some Haitian girls that came up missing or something from the Clinton Foundation? I know it was something about a bunch of Haitian situations. It wasn't just financial.
That was a while ago. Yeah.
That came up missing.
They came up missing. They were trying to steal them. They had been stealing kids out of the island. And they had a white fake missionary went down there and got caught twice trying to steal children for the Clinton Foundation back in the early 2000s. They were going to Haiti after that earthquake, and they got caught trying to smuggle children out of Haiti twice. And the lady got caught trying to smuggle children. They put her over the Amber Alert, the child missing shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that one. See, my thing with me is that, when black people all over the world wake up to this shit, when black folks all over the world wake up to the point and listen, these are really devils, y'all. I mean, no matter how you look at it, this is what they really are. And, I was wondering, because sometimes you hear what's going on, you see what's going on, and you got folks that defend these people. It's just this is not real. There was no Pizzagate and this and that. Well, it seemed like the shit that was so fake, like it seems so real right now, because you got other people who's telling how this shit is really going down. People are telling because they get scared, or they get caught up in this shit and everything too. Mm-hmm. So it's some shit going down, but it's just to me that black folks got to wake up and understand that these motherfuckers really are the devils that we were told they were. And I don't get it. Motherfuckers, man, I don't, I'm telling you, man, we're going to be die and come back alive 3 times before this shit here actually starts straightening out.
Yeah, but what you got, exactly, it's so evil, the evil's now coming to light, because in the age of Aquarius, all things hidden will now be revealed because of the age that we're now in. So,
right.
And you have, all these white people, tweaking out because their time is coming to an end as rulership over the world. That's why you don't see none of them condemning Trump. They don't. The majority not condemning. They're quiet because for them, white supremacy must rule at the end of the day. Doesn't matter if somebody eating babies and fucking them and killing them and going to unnecessary wars, killing people over there. Because for them, at the end of the day, white supremacy comes first, no matter what.
Yeah.
Their power and their ungiven gains that the unearned gains that they've been given by being white comes first over everything. So they're back an ungoddamn just war. They don't care. There's no unjust war to these people. There's no unjust war because Iran didn't do anything to anybody. They're just not part of the Rothschild's criminal system. So why can't they just be left alone? Because they can't. Because you can't have a country that big not being controlled because it causes leakage. Hey, how's this country not involved in this damn Bitcoin shit and this blockchain shit? Why they not involved in that shit? Right. So it caused a problem.
Shit.
Huh?
Right. So I remember everybody was talking about the Bitcoin. All of that shit also is going down now.
Yeah, because everybody found out it was is not real and Epstein built that shit. That's what's going down. People found out wasn't that fake ass, all these fake ass propaganda. Some guy there's always some motherfucker in a garage. That's the story. Don't even say the story. But now they made him Japanese. It's a motherfucker in a garage named Tokiyama Yakasuma. He created Bitcoin. Why would he create it? How did he do it? Well, he just did it. How did he know somebody would accept it? He just knew they would. So how the motherfucker sitting in a basement in Japan makes some shit and then everybody decides to accept it. No, that's a lie. There's like all these front men. Fucking Bill Gates, front man, fake phony. Fucking Elon Musk, fake phony. Fucking Zuckerberg, fake phony. It's all fake. All created by the military industrial complex and the cats with the hat that put these front men out there. It's all fake. You believe some motherfucker Zuckerberg created Facebook when we know it was created by DARPA. Or these other fucking teenagers supposedly created Google. You got your fucking mind. We know it's created by the military again. All this shit.
Right.
Even
I never believe that man created no fucking thing. That had to be a government thing, man.
It was.
For Facebook and things like that to be great. That was no fucking. He got had the face for it. They just put, whatever you're going to do, put a Jew in charge of it.
Exactly.
Just like, hey, I woke up one day.
Just like Amazon.
I had an idea and I created Facebook. Yeah. I'm like, you motherfuckers like, I wake up one day, I had an idea, and I created, no, the fuck you didn't just
Who had the money?
Facebook. You ain't that smart. It takes years and centuries and decades of his
Not that it takes not even that. It takes billions of dollars to do it. He did which he didn't have. Just like Amazon. You know, Amazon was created by DARPA too. It wasn't by no Jeff fucking Bezos. Another cat with that. Anybody always cat with that? They get a company. So we know Amazon was created by DARPA, not by no fucking Jeff Bezos. Yeah. And these are known. Yeah, but see, they never wanted. But see, the American people have been so stupid, never investigate shit, don't know shit, that all these fake billionaires are really just puppets of the Rothschild family to move the world in the direction where they want it to go. And when you talk about it, they want to ban you. It's like, I just got banned off of TikTok. I ain't been on TikTok in fucking a damn year. Get on that shit to say this thing. Wow. Banned again every time. It's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Because you don't have to talk about none of this stuff.
Like I was telling my brother, I said, see, man, a lot of times, you know, people get banned, they say some real shit. I said, this is why back a while ago, when have to keep creating a different show, the system keeps getting fucked up. It ain't something he ain't doing. I'm sure people tell his brother, but they are doing all this shit because you giving shit that's uncut. I know a lot of different people. I know they been some bullshit. So I take this whatever level that they own. They full of shit, but your shit be so 100 that it's like, you know, no, we can't let this dude here on. In other words, see, you're not talking about neighborhood gossip and shit like that. You kicking information that people can take home and have it for the rest of their life.
Exactly. That's what I'm taking.
Like, no, this dude is giving some information that you can actually apply to your life and wake up and get some sense. So they don't want that kind of shit like that happening.
No, they want out there. They want you argue. They want you like Tariq to say what you arguing over. Goddamn your identity. Am I an FBA? Am I an Indian? Motherfucker, you about to you on the verge of a goddamn world war when your motherfucking food supply about to be cut off. When you can't afford to go to work, your gas, you got no goddamn groceries because you can't get shit to market. You should have had a garden growing in your backyard or going in your house somewhere, and you talking about, am I a motherfucking Indian or am I an FBA? I'm an African or Caribbean. Who gives a fuck?
Who created hip hop?
Who created hip hop and all this other asinine shit? When you're in a goddamn war, you about to find out whether you can afford to go to the store because you can't afford the gas in your goddamn car to get there. You got no food coming in because they can't afford to stock the shelves because the fuel level's too high because the shit happened in Iran right now.
Right. But see, I look at that kind of shit as entertainment. I don't watch TV, so when I watch it, it's entertainment. That's why I'm so mad when I mention your show, because your show really does give me some lifelong information I can actually take with my life. I apply what you're saying. But see, like when you get it, it's like this exactly. You just said no, it ain't the demigod, it is the earth. Now that right there had helped corrected me. Because I'm thinking that right there, so now I got information, I can say, you know what, that makes some sense right there. It ain't no fucking demigod, like you say, it's the earth that's having these motherfuckers.
No, it's the earth.
They will keep creating this kind of people right here.
Yeah, they will keep on doing it. The earth is a living being. So it has nothing to do with the demigods are the ones, they want this shit to constantly keep going because it feeds them from us being all fucked up. It feeds them energetically. So they want, so even when these people die, they will try to make some more of their ass. You know.
Right. So So that just makes right. So when you think about what's going on and how these people are actually at war, because like I told somebody, the earth has to bring them. The earth itself that has generations and generations and everything here. So the earth knows what's going on. The earth is like, man, fuck these people. You name one African country that you hear this kind of wickedness coming from. You can name one African country, any place where it's dominantly black and black in control, ain't nobody motherfucking no kids. Or eating people. or creating weapons of mass destruction. Black scientists' minds do not go and trying to make a man or woman or trying to make weapons that they be destroy somebody. You don't see that shit. It's these people doing this shit in the name of their religion, or whatever you want to call it like that. Because these like I said, like, these motherfucking Iranians, Iraqis, they white too, goddamn it. You know what I mean? So no matter what the fuck they were, they ain't got all these fuck, they white too, they enslave everybody else too. So these motherfuckers, let them case us out. See, the white man's so fucking stupid. He was watching us, but the white Jew said, you know what? You watching them, we're gonna fuck you up too. Now when the white man decided to wake up, it's too late. You motherfucker was the one who gave the Jewish power. So you think that you gonna fuck up the niggas. We don't like niggas, but now the Jew is fucking you up. He put you to all this war by saying anti-Semite, you go for this shit. Now you got the kids going over there fighting for the very white motherfuckers you hate. And they finna die with this shit. Because me, it doesn't matter who is president, this shit was gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
So when Trump ass is gone, the next motherfucker gonna make it even worse.
Exactly. Well, we're gonna make a difference. They're gonna try to, whoever's in it, they're gonna try to get them to do this war. Exactly. It didn't make a difference whether it be Kamala Harris or Trump. They've been trying to get this war for 40 years. You said no one would agree to it. They've been pressing their white flunkies, and even with Obama, when his ass, they were pressing his ass to try to get this bomb in Iran shit. But like I said, everybody with common sense knew it. The general told him, you can't do this. You won't win. You can't go into no motherfucking Iran. And now what Jibba just said, out of the 400,000, there's only 100,000 troops that they have available to send in there. What? You ain't got nothing but 100,000 troops? You already heard the other white people ain't gonna be involved. England, France, they ain't had many anyway. They only have 100,000. So you got 100,000 troops that you're supposed to put into Iran. To do what? To take a regime change? Take it over? 100,000 troops against 95 million people? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, who you gonna run that shit to? Well, I'm telling you, all we gotta do is sit back and watch this shit, and we can just tell who lying, who ain't lying, because I'm gonna tell you something, it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers over there dying and shit. I don't want nobody come to me talking about no Bible prophecy shit. I just think somebody who's an Israelite telling that Bible prophecy shit. I don't want to hear that shit from them.
Yeah, that's a lot of bullshit. That's a lot of that goofy shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of goofy shit. So there's not gonna be any ground invasion, because if they do, it's gonna be destroyed. That's gonna be another humiliation for the United States. It's don't got enough troops to go in there. So they're gonna keep trying to bomb from a distance because they can't come close, because aircraft and everything else are gonna get taken out, because those drones they have cost little to nothing. They've already bombed all America's forward bases over there and all the equipment. So all you guys are goopy big lumbering ass aircraft carriers. They had to move that out of there because they bombed the shit out of those, and they don't want to tell you that they bombed the shit out of Abraham Lincoln. Another one they had to get out the Strait of Hormuz. They're about to blow it up.
Did you see the part when they said that the people had a 3D airplane drawn on the ground and America was bombing that shit up?
Not even that. Let me show. Not even that. It's even worse. Stay on the line. Let me do this. We'll come back to this real quick. Let me show you something. Not only that, they were doing this. Give me a second. Let me go. I know a damn made it. Got the video. Not only that, they were blowing up. I think this might be it right here. Not only that, they were using blow up balloons. Watch this. They were blowing up damn tanks.
Blowing up. Oh, wow.
Let me show it. It's right here. Watch this. Here you go. See, no, this ain't the one. Let me see. No, this ain't another. Let me go. Yeah, they were using blow up. Let me find. Give me a second. Give me a second. It's funny as hell. They were using blow-ups. Oh, here's I want you guys listen to this first though. This guy said the same thing I told you. But let's go here. Let me show this real quick. Let me see you guys hear this. Hold on.
nowhere.
Hold on.
These people are mutants.
Exactly.
They injected themselves into our history by adding 1,000. So we never know where they came from. Yeah, I just know where. This is the Horite deity. They will call him Azazel. But today we know him as Shaggy. Goat people. These billionaires worship this guy. Baal. What do you look like? Shaggy? Same person. Then you wonder where this image comes from. Experimentation of animal-human hybrids.
Exactly.
I don't know if they human.
Okay.
Hybrids. And all of a sudden we got orphan train kids and cabbage patch.
How they repopulated white people again 150 years ago with the cabbage patch kids and making motherfuckers in test tubes because Earth keeps getting rid of their ass.
Kids for the population boom.
Exactly. Exactly. For the population boom, they keep building them, bringing them motherfuckers back.
Azazel, Shaggy, aka Bow. Now you got straight goat hair people like this guy talking about we're First Nations. Wear your melon in that big dog. Get off them rocks.
Hold on, let me find a bit of these motherfuckers pumping up. That shit's hilarious. They were pumping up shit with that shit at that. Here, is it? Let me see.
Hi guys. Looking at the world news at the moment, all I can say is
Where's the one I had? Let me see if I put on something. Hold on. It's hilarious. So what they're doing, I got it somewhere. Let me find what they're doing is, I think I got it over here. Let me see. I think I said the joke. What they're doing is, oh, there it goes right there. Okay, watch. Here it is right here. Watch this guy. This is so funny. They're doing in America. They got pump up dolls of tanks, helicopters, and planes. So watch this. Watch that. See? This is what they've been bombing. See that? You guys see that? It said, keep U.S. fools busy blowing up Iranian army love doll spending billions daily. Exactly. They blow up this shit like a tank, and it shit look like helicopters and planes.
Wow.
See? Fake planes over there.
Wow, see, these people, they were ready for this shit.
Yeah, they were ready. That's what I'm laughing at.
They was ready.
Exactly right, 10 speed. They've been planning for 40 years. They knew they were coming back. They couldn't allow them to be free. Remember, all places on the planet, everyone's got Rothschild banks. There's only like 4 places don't have one. Iran, fucking North Korea, 2 other places.
Okay.
I think Russia got them out there, but there's only a few places that don't have them. But then you have to know they got complete control of the planet. You have to know that. Then you're anti-Semite. If you say the truth, they own all your media. They own all your goddamn news, all your fucking entertainment. They own all of it. All of it.
Right. I'm surprised nobody tried to blow them up. Blow them up or blow one of them relatives up or something like that. I mean, but like you said, all this shit is coming to an end, though. That's what it seemed like to me.
Well, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. You got to get free at a little bit free at a time. That's why Iran has to win this battle, and they've been ordained to win this motherfucker. These wicked bastards. You know, take Iraq, Israel and bomb into a parking lot. They don't see that important history, but then they can do. They don't got no one's gonna come fight for no American here. They told you only got 100,000 troops, and then Iraq is saying they have 172,000 infantry, Marines, and 900. But that's not, and 900 and 47,000 infantry army. But Jibba Jabba is saying they only have 100,000 that's available. Even with those numbers, that's almost 1 million you got, but it's not enough. It's just not enough people. You just don't got enough people. You know how big fucking Iraq is, how mountainous and big it is. You can never conquer it, you can never hold it. Just think about trying to conquer and then hold it. You can't hold it because you have guerrilla warfare in there picking you up. You just don't have enough people. There's no way you could ever hold it.
Right.
You couldn't even hold Afghanistan. Iran, which is 5 times bigger than Afghanistan and Iraq combined. You think you're going to hold Iran in its mountains? No, you're going to be murdered. You're going to be picked off. Never going to be able to hold it. So them trying to bomb it into submission ain't going to work. And so Iran has bombed all American bases. Like I said, America, you're out of the Middle East. They bombed all your bases, all your embassies. You're done. You won't be allowed. America's not going to, the American people are going to say, oh, we're going to spend billions of dollars, trillions of dollars to go rebuild these bases. You motherfucking crazy. We're not going to accept that.
Right.
We're not going to accept that shit. Now we know all the money been going.
They don't kick your ass out their country.
Well, yeah, they kicking them out too.
America, get y'all shit out of our country. We don't want y'all around here no more, motherfucker. Y'all calling too much shit.
Guns get bombed. And showed that they wouldn't protect Israel, and they wouldn't go back and protect them. He said, "Fuck y'all." We're back and protect Israel, but they wouldn't protect the guys that keep the government propped up. Because remember, it's these fake kingdoms that prop up our economy through our damn through Wall Street. All their money is in all these corporations: Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia. All their money props up our stock market and keeps our dollar from collapsing. So
yeah, I heard somebody tell me that Saudi Arabia is really a fake country and they really Jews.
Oh, the crypto Jews, yeah. Well, yeah.
That's why they fake Arab. They actually really Jews.
Well, that's why they put in power. Yeah, well, they're not faking it. The Europeans put them in power. Have them fake like they were that. Yeah, they come from a Jewish background. Exactly. But I said that Saddam Hussein already knew that. Called them crypto Jews, making them be Arabs. He knew they were Jews. Like I said, I just researched their whole damn history. We researched the House of Saud. It goes back to what they call Sabbatean Judaism. Sabbatai Zedi, who was forced to become a Muslim because they said they're going to kill his ass. So Sabbatai Zedi became a Muslim, a fake Muslim. He never gave rid of Judaism, and that's where the House of Saud comes from. That's their relative.
What can I go and research and find that information? If you put it up, then maybe I can look at it and I can go and check it out and try to read it or something.
Let's go back and research Sabbatai Zedi, and then Sabbatai Zedi or the Frankists. Say the Frankists Jews, all right? So that pop up. Then also, and then go back and just get any kind of thing. Say, go back and research the House of Saud.
Okay.
That's what
I'm gonna tell you. I had to catch you on YouTube because I'm trying my best to get into the. I thought I could pull the actual Hot Block Fire Network, but for some reason I can't pull it up.
Pull up on where?
I've been pulled up before, but I can't pull it up now.
Pull up on where? What are you talking about?
Hot Block Fire Network. I was trying to pull it up on my phone on Google. I tried to Google and pull it on up.
You talking about .com?
I couldn't pull it up.
You talking about the website?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I couldn't.
You wasn't talking about today? You talking about today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it up today.
Yeah. Today it's under construction again. It's being moved.
Okay.
I moved it to a different server.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see now.
Yeah.
All right, but Brother Keith, man, thank you, man, for listening to me, man. I learned a lot, man, just now. And again, I'm just tripping on what's going to happen 2 weeks from now as this war goes on. What is going to be the final outcome? Will Israel be bombed to almost oblivion, and when Russia and China join? What I want to know.
No, Russia and China.
There's something going to have to give.
No, they have no reason to get in it unless they try to go nuclear. And I don't believe they're gonna go nuclear. They're gonna go nuclear. No, they're not. They keep saying they're gonna go nuclear. No, they're
Well,
not.
you know what? The reason I said that is because I know America is stopping a lot of oil tankers from going over to them.
But now America's telling oil tankers to go, but the insurance company said we're not gonna pay for that shit. We're not gonna pay for nobody getting blown the fuck up. We're not gonna pay for nobody getting blown the fuck up. So he said, that's what Donald Trump said. We're gonna escort you through there. I didn't escort them through there, and America can't even get in there without getting blown up. So Iran said, come on in. Come on, escort some people in there. And everybody said no, they're not going in there. Because they won't get back by the insurance companies. It means you lose all, as soon as your shit gets blown up, you lose all your investment. So ain't no companies going up in there. So only one's been allowed to go in there is China. That's it. Because China and Iran are allies. They're not letting nobody else from the West go up in there. So England and all these European countries that get their oil and gas out of there are going to be hurt. They shut down the Straits of Hormuz. I'm let this guy tell you. Let me do this before we wrap up. Let this guy say what he's saying. Let me go here real quick. Hold on. I still got. Let me go where.
Imagine waking up tomorrow. The gas station near your house has a line stretching 3 blocks. The price board reads numbers you have never seen in your lifetime. Your phone is buzzing with alerts. Right. Stock markets in Tokyo, Seoul, and London are in free fall.
Or in free fall because the Gulf states prop up all these fake ass markets. Okay, so your stock markets are you're talking about complete economic collapse. You're talking about, am I pretending? Am I FBA? Am I Caribbean? All that goopy shit. And your whole goddamn economy about to collapse, you fucking moron.
Imagine waking up tomorrow. The gas station near your house has a line stretching 3 blocks.
3 blocks.
The price board reads numbers you have never seen in your lifetime. Your phone is buzzing with alerts. Stock markets in Tokyo, Seoul, and London are in free fall. And somewhere in a narrow strip of water, barely 21 miles wide, the entire world economy is being held hostage.
Yep.
That is not a movie plot. That is what is happening right now. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why the next 72 hours could determine the fate of the global economy, the future of the Middle East, and whether the world tips
go to the other channel
more dangerous than anyone is ready to admit. Stay with me. Because what Iran just did in the Strait of Hormuz is unlike anything we have seen in modern history. And the United States Navy's response to it is even more extraordinary. To understand the full weight of what is unfolding, we need to go back
Nothing they can do.
Not years back, just days. Because this crisis erupted with terrifying speed, and most people still do not understand how we got here or how serious it truly is. On February 28th, 2026, the United States and Israel launched a massive coordinated military operation against Iran. The operation was codenamed Operation Epic Fury by the Pentagon and Operation...
And the reason why they want the regime change, they need to bring them under the Rothschilds banking scam, guys. That's what this is about.
Right.
Iran didn't do shit to nobody. They must be brought back in to this banking scam of these cats with the hats. That's what it's about. Because everything's now moving so fastly, they're trying to make this blockchain shit because the American dollar is collapsing. This makes the American dollar collapse even faster.
Roaring lion by Israel. Within hours, the world knew this was not a limited strike. This was something far larger. Thousands of targets inside Iran were hit. Nuclear facilities, military infrastructure, air defense systems, and command centers were struck in wave after wave of precision attacks. And in the process, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was killed. The man who had led Iran for over 3 decades was gone. And what happened next set the entire Middle East on fire. Iran's response was immediate, ferocious, and calculated. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the IRGC, launched what it called Operation True Promise 4. Hundreds of ballistic missiles and thousands of drones were fired, not just at Israel, but at every country in the region that hosts American military assets. Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Jordan.
That's right. Get them out
Every
the
single
paint.
member of the Gulf Cooperation Council was struck within a single 24-hour.
Oh, I know they have them in Jordan.
Researcher at
I
Qatar
didn't know that.
University described it to Breaking Defense.
Yeah, all Arab countries were hit in the region.
She said, and I quote, "For the first time in history, all the GCC states were targeted by the same actor within 24 hours.
Exactly.
A
Oh,
long-standing nightmare scenario has happened. Let that land for a moment. Every Gulf monarchy, every American ally in the region,
exactly. Go monarchy. These fake monarchs, these fake kings, they were put there by the cats with the motherfucking hats. Exactly.
all hit
I'm just still amazed at how these
the
motherfuckers
skyline
that's
near
so
the Burj
powerful.
Al
I'm
Arab
just
and
amazed at
Jumeirah.
that shit.
Dubai International Airport was struck, forcing evacuations. In Bahrain, where the United States Navy's Fifth Fleet is headquartered, Iranian drones scored a direct hit on the base itself. In Kuwait, the international airport was damaged.
You control the people's money, that brings you to power, 10 speed. You control the people's currency, that will bring you power. So they knew that. So they got control of currency 300 years ago. And then they just started to branch out from England to France and just keep branching all over the world. So that's what you see now. 300 years of dominance in banking and capturing countries and forcing them to be part of their banking scams so they can get more power.
Saudi Arabia drones reached Riyadh and the eastern province. Qatar intercepted multiple waves of missiles over Doha.
Oh, sure. God damn it. What is that?
Imagine waking up tomorrow and the gas station near your house has a...
You got part two? Let's see. Okay, here we go, part two.
In Kuwait, the international airport was damaged. In Saudi Arabia, drones reached Riyadh and the eastern province. Qatar intercepted multiple waves of missiles over Doha.
3 hours.
Residents reported hearing a dozen explosions in the space of a few hours. The United Arab Emirates intercepted hundreds of missiles and drones, but debris still fell on residential areas, and one drone struck near the United States consulate in Dubai, causing a fire. Now here is what the mainstream coverage keeps glossing over. These were not random attacks. Iran was sending a very specific message. It was targeting United States military infrastructure across the entire region simultaneously, demonstrating that it had the reach, the inventory, and the will to drag every American ally into this conflict, whether they wanted to be involved or not. And that changes the strategic calculation completely. But as catastrophic as those strikes were, they were not the move that is shaking the world's financial system to its core. That move happened in a narrow body of water that most people could not find on a map. And yet, without it, the lights go out.
Strait of Hormuz.
Fuel prices spike in China, and economies from Europe to Southeast Asia begin to suffocate. We're talking about the Strait of Hormuz.
Exactly.
The Strait of Hormuz is 21 miles wide at its narrowest point. That is it, 21 miles. And through those 21 miles flows approximately 20 million barrels of oil every single day. That represents roughly 20% of the entire world's oil supply. Saudi Arabia ships its oil through it. The UAE ships through it. Kuwait, Iraq, Qatar. Every major Gulf producer depends on this choke point to get their energy to the world. And Iran, sitting right on its northern bank, knows exactly what it controls. On March 2nd, a senior IRGC official made it official. The Strait of Hormuz was closed. Any vessel attempting to cross would be targeted.
It's blown up.
Iranian commanders broadcast the warning
Blow your shit
radio
up.
channels. Their words were direct and chilling. The strait is closed, and whoever wants to cross, our heroes will set those ships on fire.
Yeah. He said the strait is closed. And anybody who coming in with your fuck shit that you get oil, we're going to blow your ass about the water. So we're going to destroy the world's economy. Okay? The food supply, all the other supplies, it's going to get rough. Okay? When you niggas on TikTok talk about where you're in FBA, we'll figure out, can you pay gas? Can you pay your light bill? Because it's about to get fucked up around here.
Within hours, tanker traffic dropped to zero.
Yep, dropped to zero.
Zero. Shipping giants Maersk, CMA CGM, and Hapag-Lloyd all suspended transits.
Exactly. Refused going because the insurance company said, we're not insurance, none of these vessels go up. They never told you going to blow you up. So we're not going to pay for you getting blown up. It's like, hey, we can't go. So that's what Trump said. Don't make a difference. We'll just go in there. We'll protect you. If you crazy as cat shit, orange man. We're not going up in there. You sound crazy as cat shit.
Risk insurance.
Lord Devon dropped the insurance thing on the ass. That's what it was.
Commercial ships were suddenly trapped in the Persian Gulf with nowhere to go, and the global energy market began to go
they got insurance through all of them.
Here is where the economic story becomes something that every single person watching this video needs to understand, because this is not just a Middle East story. This is a story about your electric bill, your grocery prices,
electric bill, all that shit,
and the global economic order that has kept modern civilization functioning. Within days of the closure, U.S. oil prices
how
surged
deep
28%.
this shit is.
Brent crude
It's a civilization
$46
destroying.
per barrel. Analysts at JP Morgan, one of the world's most closely watched financial institutions, issued an urgent warning. If the Strait of Hormuz remains closed and Gulf producers are forced to shut down production due to storage overflow, Brent crude could hit $120 per barrel. Iraq has already confirmed it cut production by 1.5 million barrels. In Kuwait, the international airport was damaged.
That's the end.
Saudi Arabia drone.
We got you. All right, fam, I'm gonna wrap this up. Say much love.
All right, my brother, man.
I'm back, fam. I'll be back on the weekends. I'm back. Took me a while to get my shit together. So I'm back for good. Appreciate you calling in,
All right,
10
man.
Speed, man.
All right, my brother. Good show, man. Like you said, the best show around. The best show around, period. It's just that some people just ain't qualified to understand how deep you taking it. So I feel much honored. I can actually be on the phone kicking it with the brother. Hope I meet you in Florida one day, man. Kicking it, you know, whatever.
Yeah, that's what's
But
up.
other than that, man, bro, you have a good week, man. I really
You too, man.
appreciate this, man.
You too, man. Appreciate you calling in, 10 Speed. Much love, family.
Yes, sir. All right, my brother. See you later.
Peace. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up, family. We're going to wrap this thing up. Black, hot, fire. Got banned on TikTok again. Didn't make it through TikTok tonight again. Woo! We out. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Woo! Sounds so good. Get my thing stopped working right. Shit. Woo! Come on. All right, we out, family. Black, hot, fire. Woo! Come on. Black, hot, fire. Much love, man. Damn, it's audio. Woo! Come on, come on, come on. Much love, family. We out. Black, hot, fire. One, two, black, hot, fire. Feels good to be back. It's a learning curve again. Feels good to be back though. Black, hot, fire. It's a learning curve. I'm learning again how to do the shows. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Woo! Come on, come on, come on. What's up, family? What's up? Black, hot, fire. Come on. Oh, oh. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Oh, 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 oh. Woo! Come on, come on. Black, hot, fire. Woo! Black, hot, fire. We out. We out. We out. We out. Woo! Much love, family. Thanks for everybody showing up again. Good to see everybody back. I'm back. Took me a minute. I'm back. Much love, everybody. Have a good night. See everybody. Everybody have a good week. Peace, family. I'm out. Got to turn off over here. All right, I'm out.